harrowing somebody who's willing to pay to see that it is taken care of. And I guess we can just start things off with...
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me fire up my stream. For starting? I wasn't ready.
He says he wasn't sure how to start, so he just started.
I guess. It's my camera not facing the right way.
Silly camera.
Right? Well, it's because my monitor is how I don't. Yeah. There we go.
You can't BRB already?
I've just started. I'm ready. I fired it up. We're good to go.
Well, welcome, Nick, to tonight's session of Monster Hunter.
Ryan, I would be so down to play a solo game with you as my dungeon master. Like, let's go.
That would be trippy. I'd have to do a whole lot more prep work than what I did for this.
Dude, like, I've played one-on-one, like, you know, kind of doing, like, your guys' like, backstories, and then that one, like, session I did with Ian. Like, it's crazy how fast it goes. Like,
right? When it's just one-on-one.
Yeah, because there's none of that hesitation of like, well, do we want to go this way? You know, you're just like, no.
Or what does everyone else want to do? I'll wait for them to voice their input.
Right. There's none of the collaborating piece of it. It's just gone. You're just going for it, you know? Yep. And like, as a dungeon master, it's really interesting because you only have to focus on one person, you know? So, yes. And oh my God, combat goes so fast. It's crazy. You're just like, boom, you're go. Boom, my go. Boom, your go. It was fun though, dude. Like, I highly recommend giving it a try at least once. Like, weirdly enough, dude, like, I'm like, I want to do it. Like, with your with the Western campaign, I was like, oh, they're probably gonna have some downtime soon. And I was like, dude, it'd be fun to go back to that one-on-one style for downtime. But it would just take too much time.
But it was fun.
It was fun. Playing one-on-one was fun.
But the world-renowned heroics of Bunny Harrelson have spread. And with these such deeds of notoriety and fame and the spreading of his own legend, he one day received an envelope addressed to him from the Basilisk Guild of Monster Hunters, from some land you've never heard of in a country that you've never seen spelled out before. And it was asking you to arise to the challenge upon the following morn, for venture awaits those that would only seek to chase it. And so with such an invitation, you settled in for the evening, but found yourself waking up in a bed that was not familiar to you. Not in the room where you fell asleep, but instead in a much more open to the elements, like just a cot set up along the side of a cave wall. A deeply recessed earthen wall stretches upwards as these cliff walls stretch some 80 feet around the sides of this crevice of which you are at the base of. Ringing the lines of these cliff walls, you can see hundreds and hundreds of still standing figures, all just looking down inside of this crevice, this stone army, petrified, still, motionless, cold, and lifeless, all oriented to stare down into this large earthen pit, where the grumbling of commotion is what stirred you awake, as you can faintly make out deep guttural voices churning in some sort of an argument some 50 feet away around what looks to be the remains of some ruin of a temple of quite considerable size from a civilization long lost. Bunny Harrelson, what languages do you speak?
Bunny speaks Primordial and Sylvan and Common.
You hear these guttural voices like churning stone speaking back and forth as some sort of debate is being had. As your attention is drawn closer, you can see three large hotkeys. Three large petrified stone giants, sort of in the main courtyard of this temple, all discussing something heatedly amongst the three of them. Circling around the perimeter, curiously observing these three figures, Lucas, if you wouldn't mind describing what Quizzard the Lizard Wizard looks like.
So, you see this little 2-foot tall, green scaled, yellow-eyed man, lizard guy, with a big old floppy wizard's hat. And he's carrying around a small book, and he's got a stone in his other hand. Hello.
Quizzard, do you speak giant?
Nope.
What does Bunny Harrelson sound like? Always the tough thing with one-shots. I didn't think of this.
You can take a second as the breaking of this stilled silence around them. This small voice echoes throughout the courtyard, and the voices of these three petrified giants fall silent as the one closest to Quizzard spins round to observe where this voice had come from. Spies Quizzard standing there. Another locks eyes with Bunny, and the two of them just smile warmly. Greetings, friends. I see you've accepted the invitation from the Basilisks Guild. You must be great heroes indeed.
Well, I don't know about great, but I will be at some time.
Then perhaps all you need is the opportunity to prove yourselves. Call me Dwayne. These are my brothers, Diesel and Cruz. It's a great honor to welcome you here to the Basilisk Guild at the base of the standing necropolis. All around you are heroes of ages past that have traversed these halls and made their own permanent mark upon the world. Do you think you have what it takes to leave your own mark on this world? To leave things better than you found them?
Oh, most certainly. I think I can do that for sure.
Well, we are still awaiting the arrival of a few more individuals. If you don't mind, he starts looking around the base of himself and just kind of pushing over large bits of rubble to and fro as he's searching for something. As a third figure approaches the courtyard, Ben, what do they see?
Hello, the court. I am Harwood Thimbleby. I have come at your call. And you see striding in a very large creature, about 7 feet 3 inches tall, probably somewhere between 400 and 450 pounds of Gif, as he is a large hippo-like creature, hippo-like humanoid.
And he's wearing a 5-piece suit or a 3-piece suit?
He is dressed very fancily. And his bearing gives away the fact that he is clearly of the nobility.
Salutations, Harwood. I was just telling these new arrivals that myself, Dwayne, my brothers Diesel and Cruz are very much pleased to make your acquaintances.
Yes, yes. Very pleased to make your acquaintance as well. I have never seen such fine stone giants.
We are a bit unique among our kind. We've had differences with others of our like in years past, but we like to think that's all behind us now. Tell me, Harwood, have you come seeking adventure and the opportunity to prove yourself in the halls of eternity?
I, Harwood Thimbleby, have come as I always come, to make peace where peace may be made, and to help those who would not be peaceful to find it in their hearts.
As the one searching around the rubble around his base stops, scoops up a large handful of debris, and just starts softly scraping away chunks of stone, bricks, wood, birch, as he slowly starts to scrape away, revealing what looks to be a brass lantern, which he then stretches out down towards the three of you. If you don't mind, first there's a small errand I must ask you to run for us. It seems the previous group of adventurers never returned from their latest assignments, and we were unable to get any sort of debriefing report as to what it is exactly they faced out there. We were hoping you might help to quell their spirits and let them see their way to the other side a bit more peacefully. It seems their souls are a bit more rambunctious than their bodies, remaining even after their bodies have been entombed and buried. Their souls remain stirring about, looking for another husk to occupy to continue their fight. But I'm afraid their fighting days are behind them now. But we grant the opportunity for those most devoted, as he holds out the lantern, to assist those of the next generation of hunters one more time. For if you can easily quell their spirits back to rest, whether by means of combat prowess or through words of the mind, should you put their spirits at peace, they can be absorbed by this lantern and used should you ever have need of death saves to bring you back from the brink of destruction with their same fighting vigor for one last stand. If this task does not seem up to you, we were just debating which of the most recent tasks is most befitting our newest arrivals.
It is always one of our callings to help put the spirit to rest, to help the spirits find the eternal peace. I would be happy to help you.
Hey, my guy, it's like they say, hip, hop, hippity, hip, 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 you don't stop. So, I'm in.
Can I get the three of you to roll a religion check for me, please? See if anyone knows anything about ghosts.
25.
My name is Bunny Harrelson, and I'm here to say that I'm gonna do the shit in a hairy way.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everybody knows something about ghosts in this party. So, the three of you don't know that the others are also aware of this information in this particular instance, but here are some of the weaknesses and abilities of ghosts that have spread through other legends and stories from encounters of heroes in the past, making the abilities of these monsters known so that it is more easily faced by the modern hero.
Well, hey, I was just gonna say, I got my Sacred Carrot Blade. It's gonna make quick work of any ghosts that we might run into.
Just be warned not to approach too closely, for their slightest of touches can cause a creature's mind to become lost and drift as they lose control of their own body.
Hey, it's all good. We got this. Y'all ready?
Very well then, if you would mind making your way to the southern exit from the precipice, you shall find a short series of tunnels that will lead you out towards the open cemetery. Your task awaits you there.
I don't know about you two, but I'm not going to be the best against ghosts. So I will aid the two of you, and you guys can do all the work.
Why won't you be good against ghosts?
Literally every spell I picked, they are resistant or immune to.
Perhaps a long rest then to change your spells out.
That won't help.
That seems most excellent. A chance to rest and prepare ourselves properly.
Tell me, Harwood Thimbleby, do you speak Giant?
Unfortunately, I do not. In my studies, I have only learned to speak the celestial language of the gods.
Then I hope you don't find it rude that we continue to discuss the possibilities of your imminent demise in our own native tongue.
No, of course not, of course not. It would be rude of me to ask you to speak in my tongue when you wish to converse in your own.
I appreciate and applaud your understanding as he slowly turns back to his two brothers and the gurgling argument betwixt the three of them continues, as now you can see them occasionally pointing amongst the three of you.
You know, for being the ones that recruited us, they don't really seem to have much faith in us, do they?
Nobody has faith in me, and that's fine.
That's okay. You can have faith in the great carrot in the sky.
Perhaps. And I don't actually need a rest. I can still be quite useful.
Well, which is it, friend? First you're saying you're going to be useless, and now quite useful.
No, I can be useful in other ways. Just not so much in the ways of doing damage.
Well, perhaps before we go out and try to quell these spirits, we should speak with each other, know more about one another, learn our abilities. What is your avocation?
I study time.
Time.
Yes, one day I'll be a full-grown dragon. Through the
Your
travel of time.
Your raiment seems to imply that you perhaps are of a wizardly bent.
I am, yes.
Excellent, excellent. And you, friend Bunny, I do not see any particular markers of a avocation or profession about you. What is your abilities or your type?
Well, you see, my guy.
He's a jacked rabbit.
I am a jacked rabbit. I am a Bunbarian of the Great Carrot in the Sky Church. This is my Sacred Carrot Blade. And then he pulls out this great sword that's made from a carrot. And this is my Heretic's End. And it's a longbow made out of a carrot. And this is my tank top of protection. Oh,
Hey.
and I get angry and kill heretics.
I see. Well, I myself, I'm a cleric. I'm a cleric of Eldath, the maker of the peace, the keeper of the ways. So, I believe that amongst the three of us, we may have enough skills and abilities that we can easily bring down these foes. But first, I recommend that we speak with them, reason with them, offer them the peaceful option. However, I must admit, it feels like if we had one more adventure, one more stout companion with us, our chances would be greatly increased.
That's okay. We got this. You know, we're just going to go out there. We're just going to kick some ghost ass. You know what I'm saying?
Again, friend Bun, let us go forth with peace, first and foremost.
Nah, man. You know, death to the heretics, man. We'll put these things to peace by putting them in their place.
That may be the ultimate path we must take. But it is always wise to give peace a chance first.
All right. I'll let you do it your way, and then we're doing it my way.
Perhaps.
Hold on. I have to share something that Summer just said on the stream. Death to the heretics, maybe?
I just assumed that heretics had the H-A-R-E.
It does, but
It
it's
does.
still good. Heretics and heretics, both.
No one likes carrot ticks. Get in your fur. While Bunny and Harwood are having this conversation, I'm just gonna go over and touch Harwood on the leg. Say, I like your plan a lot, and I'm going to aid you in your ability to speak to them quickly. And over the next minute, I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on Harwood.
Dope.
So that gives you a D8 to your initiative roll in the next hour, or 8 hours, actually.
Dude, that's awesome.
How tall did you say Harwood Thimblebee is?
7'3", right?
Yep, 7'3".
I'm like 5 foot nothing. Because I'm a bunny.
Is that including your ears?
No. With my ears, I'm like 5'4". But you know, like the majority of me is 2 feet shorter than you.
I
He's a big
stand
hippo.
I stand a tall 2 feet, but I'm hunched, so I'm like easily like 1'4".
So it goes like this tiny little kobold, this massive bunny, and then a normal sized hippo.
And then we're gonna have a 6-inch goose.
Let's
That's
go!
life.
All right,
I really want to see this goose.
southern exit. Here we come.
As you guys make your way out from the main chamber of the Basilisk's Guild, you start walking down this cavernous tunnel and soon quickly realize that the light is fading away the further you walk through these tunnels, and it's getting dark. But about 60 to 70 feet through these tunnels, you can see light once again starting to shine from another opening ahead of you.
Hopefully it's not daylight.
It is indeed.
Oh, shit.
As you guys start making your way forward, the tunnel once again opens up into a small, peaceful, quiet, forested area where you can see a small sepulcher has been set up on the left-hand side of this fenced-in area. And the majority of this space is lined with grave markers of various ages, of differing sizes and religious beliefs. And you can see a couple of statues depicting some of either those who have been buried here or such religious idols like angels and other heroic entities in the fantasy realms that Brian might not be familiar with. But among some of these statues, you can see at the far end of this cemetery is a roughly 2-foot tall individual standing at the base of one of these hooded statues, staring up at it and just quietly murmuring to themselves.
Before we leave this fine temple, perhaps we should best prepare ourselves. I know I did not dress for, well, the dangers that we may see. And Harwood's going to have to take a few minutes and get out of his fancy clothes and put his half plate on, and because he's got a massive backpack he carries around.
Here, friend, let me help you buckle that up.
And I'm going to make it a point for Quizzer to stay in Harwood's shadow as much as possible, and I'll aid him doing that while casting Mage Armor on myself.
All right.
Hey, man, I am always ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Danger sense. Watch yourself.
Yes, I believe I see what you mean. But those of us with a certain fashion sense find it hard to make armor meet those standards.
I mean, look at the size of his chest. You can't walk around with a suit on and an armor underneath it.
Oh, give me that. You can't lift that all the way up there.
I'm not lifting. I'm doing the buckles in the back.
I'll help as well. We'll get him into his armor.
A bunny, a lizard man, and a hippo try to put on a suit of armor.
That is going to make it a third of the equipment time. Any other preparations you guys would like to make?
I'd like to make a perception check and see if I can tell what that is.
From how far away?
55 feet away.
It looks to be a small humanoid frog person facing away from you, looking up at this
I almost played a
faceless
groan.
statue.
Like, look back at the others. It's a frog.
I'm not so sure about that. I think that may be a grung.
Okay. And I'm not a rabbit. Anyways. Hail, friend!
Yes, good day, good grung.
The croaking stops as he slowly turns around just the top portion of his torso till his head is facing you guys. And his eyes, unblinking, just stare.
Bunny's just gonna push the hippo forward. You're up, kid.
And Harwood will make his way closer.
Bunny will stick with him.
I gotta stay in the shadow.
Friend Grung, it is nice to meet you. It has been some time since I've had the chance to converse with one of your kind.
As you're approaching, you can see he raises both of his hands up and cuts you off as you hear his voice cut out. Attention? Direction? Detection, as he starts pointing at himself. Detection?
Oh, he might be possessed by a ghost.
Bunny Harrelson would like to use one of his abilities. As he would like to use his Path of the Wild magic, magic awareness ability. And as an action, you can open your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it belongs to.
It's detect magic.
Basically.
All right, so Ben and Lucas, close your eyes really quick.
So like Bunny like faces his like ears like all about and like starts like scanning about with his ears. And
Sonar.
like, this, yeah, and there's this like this pulse of like magic that comes off of him, and then he like detects where the
And Bunny,
things
that
are.
pulse, as it hits the space where this grung is, outlines the silhouette far larger than the creature standing before you, as this noxious green humanoid form takes shape. You can see as it slowly siphons itself back into the smaller human grung as this pulse begins to fade. As the hairs on the back of your neck begin to stand, and you also detect a similar presence in that nearby sepulcher, just lingering in that open archway.
When he looks that way, can he see it?
It fades away as that pulse passes through the space, but it doesn't look to be moving currently. Just observing.
Bunny's just gonna say, "We're not alone."
Excavation?
Excuse me, friend. I'm afraid I do not quite understand what you're trying to tell us.
Suggestion? Conviction? As he points to himself. Dedication?
Yes, you appear to have most serious dedication and conviction, I agree.
And he points at himself, and then you guys, and then himself, and then you guys. Occupation! Occupation!
Hey, Harwood?
I am a cleric. And you? What is your occupation? Yes, what?
He's being the being just went inside of him. I sensed something over there. It just went inside of him.
Oh, you're saying he's possessed.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Well,
So how do we exorcise a ghost without killing the host?
well,
Oh, that's a good rhyme. I'm gonna write that one down.
I think first, what I must
Grung
do...
cocks his head to the side. Destruction?
And now that we're facing something that might end up trying to attack us, I am going to enact my emboldening bond. As a peace domain cleric, I can choose up to 3 willing creatures within 30 feet of me, creating a magical bond among them for 10 minutes, or until I use this feature again. While any bonded creature is within 30 feet of another, once per turn, they can roll a d4 and add it to an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw.
Oh, that's cool. It's like Bless.
So, the 3 of us are now going to be bonded together.
The 3 of you are now married.
Yeah.
So we're in Utah.
And then, I really feel like I should have more than one channel divinity.
You get 2.
No, he doesn't. He's not level 6 yet.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Wait, you only get 1 channel divinity when you get it?
Yeah, you don't
Short
get the
rest,
second one
yeah.
till level 6.
But it is per short rest, which,
Ah.
we should in theory be able to take short rest between encounters if we had to. So, I'm going to, first, try to make a persuasion roll. I'm speaking to the spirit that is inhabiting this poor grung.
Destruction! As he points over towards the sepulcher.
Can Bunny act?
Absolutely.
I would like to rage.
All right.
And when Bunny rages, a wild magic surge happens.
Oh, you took wild magic barbarian.
So 5. What's 5 on this chart here? Whenever a creature hits you with an attack before your rage ends, that creature takes 1d6 force damage as magic lashes out in retribution.
That's really good against ghosts.
All right. So, and then Bunny is going to
I believe in all of you.
just jump this way and I don't know, take a wild swing.
All right. Roll me an attack roll.
As he pulls out his is that just a normal roll? Disadvantage?
Gonna be a straight roll for this. Is Quizzard doing anything during this surprise round? Or Harwood?
No, I'm going to. Actually, yes, I'm going to move over here 30 feet and hide behind this headstone.
22.
Harwood is going to continue speaking to the creature that's, or I guess to the ghost that's possessing the grung, and try to talk it out.
All right. So Bunny slices through the air with his carrot blade, and it slices right through the arc of this doorway, and it does not make contact with anything. Can I get everybody to roll some initiative?
You get a D8, Harwood.
That's a 1.
Does your channel divinity also affect initiative?
That's an ability check.
What? No. Well, okay, I don't know about initiative, but I get a D8 because of the spell you put on me, right?
Yeah, and if it's an ability check, initiative is a dexterity ability check, so we get a D4 to that.
14 with a nat 1. Let's go.
25 for Quizzard the Lizard Wizard.
I've got 22. Hey.
I can't believe I still got so high with the 1. It's okay. I got like danger sense and all sorts of other stuff. We got this.
All right, so Quizzard the Wizard Lizard.
Going out in front of me and starting a fight, even though Harwood Thimbleby is here to broker peace.
I'm not fighting the guy you're talking to.
All right, Quizzards go.
Quizzards go.
All right, Quizzard is going to move slightly closer and hide behind this headstone. And I am readying a cantrip in case something attacks either of my two colleagues.
All right. Harwood Thimbleby.
I speak to the creature that is inhabiting this poor grung. I beg of thee, come out. Release your hold upon him.
The grung in front of you starts frivolously nodding his head. Desperation! Negotiation!
And I guess I'd like to try to make a persuasion roll.
Go ahead. Roll through
Perhaps
that
we need to
persuasion.
knock out the grung in order to save him.
Nice, Harwood.
18.
18. You watch as this noxious, vaporous humanoid form starts to just swell out from the space around the grung as if he were sweating out this green steam that takes shape into this ghostly visage whose glowing eyes lock onto yours, and you can just so faintly make out some of the patchworks and markings that he himself was of the Monster Hunters Guild.
Yeah, I'll be damned. It worked.
Poor adventurer, I beg of thee, let me help thee to find your way into the peaceful afterlife that you have earned through your deeds.
He holds his hand out, just reaching for you because it's not his turn.
I'm going to assume that all that was an action.
I'll allow that to be the free action.
Oh, well, free action. Okay.
We
In that
need all the
case-
actions we can get.
So, now let me remember this. For casting spells, I can cast a spell and another spell as long as it's a bonus action, right?
You cast a cantrip and a
Cantrip
bonus
and
action
another
spell.
Cantrip and a bonus action spell. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to take a couple of steps over to stand right in front of Quizzard,
No, don't draw attention to me.
and I'm going to cast Protection from Evil and Good on Quizzard.
Oh, you can stay
All
close. Protection from evil and good. What is that? Oh,
Yeah, right
sweet.
Is that a concentration spell?
It sure is.
All right.
Purple dot. Put it on the board.
Purple dot.
Don't fuck up, bro.
No, ghost. No. Go away.
Anything else you would like to do, Mr. Thimbleby?
We'll be over for Harwood Thimbleby.
As this noxious green ghost starts to drift his way forward up to a flanking position with Quizzard nearby Harwood, as he reaches his hand out and just stops short of touching Harwood. As his gaze locks with your own and he just stares at you, then looks down at his hand, and you hear this voice. Though his mouth does not move, everyone hears this with a faint chill. You would know these monsters are unlike others you faced before. They're stronger than generations past, and unless you work together, you will all fall. I can use you, and together we can defeat them. Bunny Harrelson.
Bunny's
Ryan,
gonna
real quick.
Bunny's gonna point over at Harwood and say, "Don't make contracts with undead, or you'll be marked as a heretic."
A carrot tick.
And as the green ghost leaves the space with the grung, he just faints. The grung faints.
Okay, so real quick. Did the creature actually try to attack me? Because I'm not protected.
He is not attacking
No,
you, but
he
he's
held
reaching
himself
out. He's effectively reaching out for you for his half of a handshake.
Ah, I see.
Bunny Harrelson.
Bunny's gonna start swinging wildly.
All right.
He's gonna take a step forward and swing at this square.
Swing away. This time it will be swung at disadvantage.
Okay. Nope, not advantage, disadvantage. 17.
As your carrot stops short as it slices through something.
Right. My sword is magical. 17 plus rage damage is 2. So 19 total. Second attack?
Bring it.
Still at disadvantage?
Not anymore. He's now visible.
All
Or
right.
you at least know where he is in the ethereal.
22.
That's going to hit.
12 plus 2
14.
is 14 total.
You start cleaving away large portions of whatever mist is solidifying around your blade, and you are just ripping it apart faster than it can attempt to pull itself back together. It's looking rough.
Oh. Glory to the great carrot in the sky!
Your carrot has no glory to give you if you lie dead and buried, says the blue one in front of you.
You heretic!
Exhaustion. As the
This
blue
poor
ghost
frog.
is going to reach forward and with both of his hands try and grasp hold of Bunny Harrelson's body. Can I get a charisma save?
That
from Bunny
triggers
Harrelson?
my held action.
Excellent.
I need it to make an intelligence saving throw, please.
All right. That is going to be a 6.
Nice. A mind sliver pierces through its mind. This once proud adventurer is brought to its knees, attacking another adventurer. It takes 2d6 psychic damage.
Bring it.
Oh, it's too bad ghosts are immune to psychic damage.
No. That's why I chose this one.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is it casting a spell?
It is not. It's trying to possess you.
Okay, I do have the Mage Slayer feat, is why I was asking.
It takes 9 points of psychic damage, and it has subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it takes before the end of my next turn.
19
Alright.
Get wrecked, ghost.
That's pretty good.
Oh wait, hold on. I get to roll a d4 with that too. 23 Get wrecked, ghost.
Or you only get to do it once per turn.
It's been a new round since
checks
initiative.
out. Yep. I have attacked.
As his hands reach forward and into your chest, you feel this surge of cold necrotic energy rapidly spreading through you. And you see flashes of some jungle forest that you've never seen before in your life. And you see, for the briefest of moments, this enormous, ferocious-looking avian just lashing out with attack after attack as lightning surges across its claws, raking across your chest, leaving a lethal wound behind. And you are back to your own senses as you push past this creature's possession.
Oh, that's what took you down. That's a majestic beast.
And he is going to drift forward into the floor and the wall beside you.
Well, I
That
didn't
would be
take
his
Sentinel,
turn.
so I can't stop that.
Quizzard, the wizard lizard.
Ghosts everywhere.
Do not be frightened.
Right. No fear.
So I'm going to, I'm going to, you know what? I'm going to do the heroic thing, and I'm going to move to the grung and feed him a potion.
All right, what potion do you feed the grung?
Basic potion. So 2d4 plus 2.
He's not worth a true resurrection.
I'm a wizard. So he gets 9
then.
hit points back.
Excellent. You see his eyes blink open. You have my thanks.
I don't need your thanks. I need you to get the hell out of here.
Anything else you would like to do?
I would try to cower and grovel, but I can't. That's a standard action. I move to the far side of the statue.
As you think about cowering, Harwood.
All right, I want to make an insight check on the ghost who's like offering me a handshake. Like, is this ghost actually trying to be helpful, or is this one of the ones we need to like put to rest?
Roll me an insight check.
Why? You wanted to see you eat it?
It looks as though rather than attempting to try and take your host by you as a host by force, he's offering like a partnership, or at the very least trying to show you something from his own memories, but you don't think he's reaching out with hostile intent.
Oh, okay.
Friend Ghost, if this shall help you find rest, then you shall have my aid. And he reaches out and grips the ghost's hand.
As you grip hold of the ghost's hand, you feel this surge of cold necrotic energy rapidly shooting up your arm, and this chill, like a winter cold frost that you haven't sensed in a long time. As you start to see a deep snowdrift filling out the land around you, in the midst of a very bad blizzard, this snowstorm all around you, flame surges out to your right. In the blink of an eye, the snow explodes outwards, taking out 3 of your comrades as these blade-like scales rip through them one after the other, as this enormous centipede of sorts dives back into the snow, releasing this orange plume of light as it rapidly burrows its way forward.
That's a Remoras.
And some of this heroic spirit's knowledge about this creature they were hunting starts to fill in your own memories of its capabilities, its immunities, its resistances, its abilities.
I'm back, sorry.
As these images start to fade from your mind, as this green vaporous gas starts to release and that cold chill starts to release from your body, as you feel yourself coming back to your senses as the possession ends at the end of his turn.
Oh my god. Harold. Ah!
Bunny Harrelson.
So mine's out of sight.
In a wall next to you.
Can Bunny
Go
try
through
to
the wall.
the wall?
You can certainly try.
Go through the wall!
Swing his sword straight through that wall. He's gonna like cleave through the wall.
All right, do me a favor. Roll me an athletics check rather than just an attack wall against the wall.
And I get advantage because I'm raging, right?
Absolutely.
24.
You rip apart this wall with the first swing of that carrot blade.
Can I see the ghost?
And you can see this blue ghost drifting right there, doing its best to try and pull at these wisps of energy around it as it's attempting to re-solidify itself.
Bonk it in the head.
Rip apart this ghost.
All right.
Oh my god, he crit!
Bunny, how do you want to do this?
So, like, as Bunny's, like, raging, he like, smashes through this, like, wall, like, just kind of revealing just, like, the, like, you know, the bust of the ghost, or from, like, you know, the shoulders up, and he just says, "We're removing heads with swords today," and just cuts the head of the ghost off.
As the head of the ghost is severed from what was its body, the rest of its ethereal, misty form starts to rapidly waft away as it is seen to be siphoned, as it starts funneling itself through the air in a visible trail, swirling around and around Bunny Harrelson before it shoots into that lantern that he obtained from the stone giants in the last chamber, as that lantern starts to glow with an odd blue light.
Rest in peace, G. And then Bunny's gonna start walking across like the battlefield towards this other ghost. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and flank with Harwood. He's just gonna put like that ghost lantern. He's just gonna like put it on the ground. He's gonna like hold his sword up. He's gonna say, "Going in willingly," and that's the end of his turn.
All right. So, Quizzard, you watch as this gentleman starts to stir himself back to his feet. As he starts dusting himself off, he licks his palms and kind of wipes off his eyes of the dirt and grime with his bare hands. And he looks up at you and blinks a couple of times. You have my appreciation at the very least, then. And if you need any further assistance, you can find me at the study back in the main standing chamber of the standing necropolis. As he casts jump on himself, crouches down into a nearly prone position and leaps vertically 75 feet up into the air and over that cliff's edge. And Bully is gone.
Well, that's the finest jump I've ever seen.
That was magnificent.
The ghost is dead.
This is
Wizard,
all
lizard.
we're all in daylight here, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Jesus. I'm going to sneak around a little bit just to get better line of sight on this ghost, and I'm going to prepare another cantrip. He did a harmful action. He tried to possess Harwood, right?
No,
He
Harwood
possess
did that
Harwood.
willingly.
Harwood accepted it.
All right.
There was
Then
no
I will hold.
aggression.
I will hold a spell for a harmful action from Green Ghost Guy.
All right, what spell are you holding?
You know what?
Or at least what level spell slot are you holding?
Cantrip. We'll do cantrip. Our wonderful barbarian can kill these things very quickly. So
Yeah,
All right.
apparently.
Harwood Thimbleby.
Friend Ghost, is there anything I can do to help you on your way across the spirit divide? I can see that you were facing such a horrible, horrible enemy. You lost your companions. I understand why you hang on, but let me help you across. Go in peace. Go with the blessing of Aldath. And I don't actually have a spell that that like is really appropriate for this. But I want to like offer him, a friendly crossing over.
All right.
Ceremony?
I have sanctuary, I don't have ceremony, I don't think.
Gentle repose.
If only the
okay.
party had rested.
Technically, ceremony takes 10 minutes to cast anyways, so...
If you would give my condolences to the Duchess Tharesia, and my fullest apologies for failing in our latest mission. I
Duchess
understand
Tharesia of Argonath?
one and the same, the Veiled Lady.
Ah, yes, I know her well. She is a fine woman.
As I understand it, she has risen high amongst the ranks of the guild. I was hoping one day to be her equal, but it seems as though that task is going to have to be carried forward by another. Do you think you can rise to the challenge?
Perhaps. But know this. I shall convey your words and your legend onto the lady.
Then you have my appreciation, and I will go willingly, knowing that you will continue this fight. And
I
the
shall.
green mist starts to slowly fade away as it similarly siphons into this funnel that starts to swirl around and around before shooting out towards that same lantern around Bunny's waist that now starts to take on a greenish hue of light deep on the inside of it as it gains a second charge.
And as the spirit is going, I say, and when the Remoras that did you in has met its end, we shall celebrate in your name.
There were two.
Huzzah!
With that, we're out of combat.
You see,
I
Bunny,
know you could do it.
words are best. We have managed to speak our way through a challenge.
I think it's a 50-50 on this one.
Yeah, just call me the Ghost Killer.
Ghostbuster?
Ghost Killer.
I think what you mean to say is Ghost Face Killer.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ghost Re-Killer. So the last party was only 2 people?
I think perhaps the DM was just trying to give us some extra information.
Oh my god, I think I see a goose in the distance.
A goose, you say?
A goose, I say.
Why, a goose would be the thing that makes our party complete. We would be
Wonder if this-
invincible.
I wonder if this goose has a name.
As emerging from over the side of the cliff's wall, stumbling at first, but slowly starting to glide in its path downwards, Rachel, if you'd like to tell the party what they see.
Yes. Okay, let me explain. Honk, honk, honk. Honk. Honk, honk, honk. Translated to, it is a white goose with a long sword sticking out of its beak. It's just a regular goose, but for some reason, you feel uncomfortable. It's just a goose. It's untitled. It's an untitled goose character. That's its name.
Goose the Unnamed.
So, does your goose speak, or does it only say honk?
It only honks. It is just a goose.
Well, if you cast Speak with Animals, maybe you can hear her thoughts on that.
Even awakened geese can speak.
Well,
No?
it bears the mark of the Basilisk Guild, so it must be one of us. Word.
If Rachel's trying to get out of this, I swear to God, I will take comprehend languages so that way you have to speak normally.
Okay.
What? I
Or
love
tongues.
the honking. Oh no, I love the honking.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Sometimes I just can't speak sometimes in the common tongue.
Well, I understand that. You have a sword in your mouth.
Oh. Well, what do you expect? I'm an agent of chaos.
There seem to be a lot of those rolling around here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Not you. There's ghosts and grung and all kind of weird stony giants that aren't stone giants. Weird.
True, they were talking mad shit.
Well, this quest is done. Are we gonna go talk to our stone giant friends, Dwayne and Mr. Cruz and Diesel, and see what the next quest is? I have things to do and so little time to do them in.
Hey, I think that one that I killed died to this, like, bird thing that had these, like, lightning claws and these, like, crystals coming out of its head, and it was, like, blue and red. You ever heard of anything like that?
I can roll a Arcana check on it. Let me see my notes.
Roll me a nature check.
I can do that as well. I am trained in all the ways of knowledge for my small form. Ooh, 26.
Shit.
Natural 18. This lizard knows what he's talking about.
How can your other characters do that?
Sounds like he's
Know what they're
describing
talking
an
about?
A what?
So if a
Lucas's characters
If a
never know what
phoenix-
they're talking about.
Never.
we're like a bald eagle, the Anzu is like its ostrich cousin.
Dear God, it is a fire, lightning, breathing bird.
It's a giant raptor that roars out fury and spouts of fire and scalding water while lightning crackles through its feathers.
It's a distant cousin to my dragonkin.
Well, that's what got that one.
Don't mess with that one. I tell you that now.
Oh, I nearly forgot.
Are you goosing us, Rachel?
I know what I need.
Talking about.
Harwood Thimbleby reaches into his pack, and he pulls out a helm of comprehend languages through the magic of retcon.
Nice.
I mean, he
It
does.
is the most
strike me
powerful
as
of
like-
magic.
He strikes me as like a Boy Scout, so I feel like he would be prepared.
He's more like a
Well,
Jedi, right?
I
He has to
legitimately-
interpret and
Legitimately, I was
delegate.
considering buying one because he's a diplomat. His
He's
job
Teddy
is to go make
Roosevelt.
peace treaties.
Yeah. We can't get him a horse, but he
See,
can walk.
he's the diplomat, and Bunny's the big stick. It's perfect.
And I walk softly.
Wait, but is Bunny the carrot or the stick?
And I'm a goose.
Yes, but as a goose, I can understand. Once I put the helm on, I can understand your language.
I'm fluent in goose.
I'm just fucking with you. I just love the character goose.
I minored in goose at the academy.
So I think we have this conversation while we're heading back to talk to the three stone giants.
So who's leading the party?
Legit, I don't know what's going on. So I'm
We just killed some undead, or we returned some undead souls, and
We
we're
help
gonna
the
go.
undead to travel across the veil.
By putting them into a ghost lantern. And harnessing their essence at a later time. And now we're going to go back to the Standing Necropolis and report back to Huey, Dewey, and Louie, a.k.a. Diesel Cruz and
Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I feel
Which
like this
I'm
is a cast of Fast and Furious with The Rock.
The first one that got named.
Is okay. Wait.
Yes,
Hold on.
every time
That-
we've come back, Ryan's added another giant and changed the name.
Oh, I love that.
Yes,
Okay,
but
wait.
a
Are we
wizard
talking
doesn't
about
know
like
that.
Huey,
I
Dewey,
know
and
everything.
Louie from the 2016 DuckTales, or is it just no? Okay.
No,
DuckTales
their
was not
names are
2016.
Their
DuckTales was
names
around when I was a
are-
child.
names are Cruz,
Tom Cruise.
Dwayne,
Vin Diesel.
Dwayne, Diesel, and Cruz.
Diesel, but I said Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Okay, thank you.
You could say we have to go back in time.
We must go back in time.
Back in time?
Back in time.
I love how the lizard and the hippo are just singing on the way back.
As you guys return to this open-aired base of this cliff, where surrounding you on all sides of these 80-foot walls of natural earth are just hundreds and hundreds of petrified stone soldiers depicting various garbs from different eras, from different regions, from all different styles, various types of weaponry, skills on show, garbs, weapon, arms, and armor. As if people have been summoned to this guild from all across the world, from all times and all places, as monster hunters. And as
Is
the
there
party starts, go ahead.
Is there anything loose on the?
There are
statue?
many rocks all about. As you find yourselves emerging nearby these central ruins at the main courtyard, where these enormous stone giants are in the midst of arguing among each other.
So,
Okay, this is going to derail just for a titch, but I want to see if Untitled Goose character can knock some of them over like dominoes.
Press the square button.
Okay.
Press A to honk.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Oh no, I'm just wondering if I can
We need a honk.
Oh right, sorry.
Cruz leaps up about 10 feet into the air, his hands clutched tightly onto either side of his head as he collapses, falling prone in a complete fetal position as he rolls up tightly into a ball. It's over! It's the end of days! I can hear the triumphant horns of Judgment Day! As one of his
Cruz, what's the problem?
My apologies. I was not expecting this one so soon. It seems the north wind blew a bit quicker than scheduled for their arrival. Good to see you, friend. I trust your father's doing well. You don't say. Well, I'll be sure to send her my best.
And Harwood has cast Comprehend Languages from his helm. So, what exactly is the goose saying?
The goose is saying. What was the first question that he asked? How are you doing?
How are you doing?
I am doing fine. The world
What
is so full of
What a
God,
lovely
fuck.
goose voice.
I think Rachel's trying to kill herself.
I think Rachel just died.
The world is still.
No, hold on. No.
The world is still full of order. It must be full of chaos.
Oh my god, this is a demon goose.
Yeah. What was the next question, Ryan?
How's your father?
My father has gone back to the world. In his realm. He has ascended it into chaos.
A female figure steps around the base of Dwayne the Rock Giant. As she steps forward with a veiled visage, you can make out slightly writhing hairline beneath her veil. As she steps closer, she keeps an interested eye on this honking goose as she approaches Bunny Harrelson and the rest of the party. My dearest of apologies, but it seems as though we have been unable to work out your next assignment amongst us. It seems as though your capabilities are still unknown as a collective unit, and so your own prowess is being, well, put under heavy scrutiny. Perhaps you'd be
I
interested
can assure you, as Harwood Thimbleby, known champion of peace and all that is right, that now that we have our final member, the Untitled Goose character, we can accomplish anything.
Wait.
My sentiments exactly.
That sounded ominous.
Perhaps you'd be interested in choosing your own mission. As
Of
it seems, we
course.
have a variety of challenges that have come before the guild, and they will all need to be dealt with, but perhaps it's best to determine which should be tackled first.
Which of the challenges that have presented themselves to the guild do you feel would best be dealt with by a diplomat, a scaredy wizard, and a slightly overly eager barbarian?
Well, the three hunts that have piqued our interest, that have
And a goose.
slain a number within our ranks already, there are rumors about a hive of Remoras festering within the mountains to the north that needs to be dealt with sooner than later before it becomes a bigger problem than it already is. Likewise, a Bahir has set up its home within the remains of an old mining establishment, scaring away all the miners and making its home in this new lair despite the disturbances to the locals around it and their mining operations. Meanwhile, further to the east, there are jungles that's rumor has had it where a distant cousin to the Phoenix has been spotted, and one of our regulars is interested in harvesting some of its incredibly rare feathers.
I can't help but notice that none of these tasks seem to be well suited to a diplomat. I do not believe there are any communicable and sentient races amongst those you would have us deal with.
Hey man, it's a monster hunters guild. You can help. You could do the talking to help us find the monster.
Truth be told, Mr.
This
Thimbleby, we were hoping you might be able to provide a central foundation for the party, a moral constant for the rest of them to rely upon should things get dire. As it seems, some of
I
the prior
see.
scouting parties have had the most unfortunate luck in these encounters.
I see what you mean. Yes, clearly, this group needs my moral wisdom and guidance.
Quick question, Ben. Sorry. You still have comprehend languages, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
It lasts for an hour. And
I
can cast
do
it
not
at will.
need a moral compass. I seek to destroy it.
That's what you
Well,
Dude,
I'm afraid I'm afraid our goose friend who has smoked far too many camels. She's gone straight past menthol and she's now into the cloves. But
Non-filtered.
he's been smoking woos.
regardless, they are most
I have transcended all gender.
They are sucking helium and trying very hard to communicate. It's hard to understand them. However, what I do know is this. We shall go out and we shall destroy the Remoras, who destroyed the most friendly spirit that we encountered.
Yeah, the other
Very
one was
well.
kind of a dick.
So you've already dealt with the unkindled spirits?
Yeah.
We have
Bunny's
yes.
gonna hold up the lantern.
poor-
Untouched, by the way.
the poor
Untouched.
unfortunate spirits now reside within the lantern to be used cruelly. The souls of the dead. In fact, Bunny, please let me see that lantern.
Oh, yeah. And hands it over to you.
And I smash it on the ground to release the spirits.
Fuck, man!
One
I
more
could have seen that one coming.
step towards chaos.
I believe that was one more towards chaos.
Honk.
I really do not know.
Bunny's gonna, like, shove you, like, a little bit and be like, man, you owe me a lantern!
And I pull out a lantern from my pack and hand it over. It's an ever-bright lantern.
Alright, we're square.
I expect that back when we complete this adventure.
No, this is mine now.
The other lantern was not yours. They gave it to you. It was borrowed.
Yeah, but it was useful.
And
You
that's
smashed
useful.
it.
Already the name is descending into chaos. I shall steal the lantern later.
Yo, I thought you said he was
Let
supposed to
it
be
further.
Peacebringer.
The goose?
It's a path
No
to
one
the blade
accused the
warlock
goose of
goose.
being a peace bringer.
I am Howard Thimbleby, the peacemaker.
Ah,
We can make peace with death, perhaps.
I'm just a
Only as a last resort.
I agree. So, what are we attacking again?
There's a nest of Remoras that we must destroy.
Do I know what a Remor has is?
Roll me a nature check.
I will do this.
Can I roll a nature check?
22.
Sure thing.
You're a goose. You don't need to roll a nature check. You just know.
Yeah, 22 nature for old Quizzard the Lizard Wizard.
Do I know?
What was your roll?
Oh no, I haven't rolled yet. I am just a goose. I got an 11.
So you guys have heard of these large insectoid-like entities known as the Remoras. From beneath the snow and ice, it burrows. In clouds of steam, its body pulses with an internal fire, with wing-like fins flaring along its back, its large, wide mouth brimming with jagged teeth. These are Arctic predators who can quickly reproduce if left unchecked.
So basically, I have to say this. It kind of looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but
Tales have been told of this monster. They reproduce, shoot fire.
Not only is that like clearly hurting your voice, but we really can't understand you.
oh, I'm very sorry. I just wanted to see if I could do that for long periods of time.
I could do that with frog voices, but not what you're doing. Not a 30-year-old smoking goose.
I think you're trying to speak while like breathing in.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
There once was a frog.
Yes.
Oh God.
Translation?
I'm trying to make
Frogmen rule. Yeah, I did that in the pirate campaign for frog things. You guys were doing stuff.
But the goose will honk. Yes. They have heard of the Remoras.
Does Quizzard know of any particular weaknesses for this creature?
You do not.
Just that it's immune to cold and fire.
Cold and fire are useless against it,
Good. Let me just.
but it is not particularly vulnerable to anything.
The Remoras
Good.
is a cruel beast. It is somewhat like a centipede, and yet also like a burrowing snake. It is a dragon of the Arctic, and yet it is a vile creature. It is immune to both cold and fire. It burrows through the ice as though it were water. All in all, what we need to do is go up there, treat it with necrotic, radiant, and magical damage. We must stamp out the nest, for they reproduce like cockroaches. Or, not to be insulting, like rabbits.
Hey, you did that on purpose. You take that back.
My mother was a rabbit.
Hey, yeah, you insult my mother.
It is no insult.
You
To
did say
identify
no
that-
insult.
No, just because you say it doesn't mean it's not insulting.
It's merely a fact of nature.
You take
Rabbits
it back.
produce very
Take it-
quickly.
Take it fucking back.
I refuse to take it back, for it is the
fucking
truth.
Okay. Maybe, perhaps, you could alter it to be they reproduce like kobold. Because we reproduce probably faster than rabbits.
Yeah, I'm fucking goose's legs all the fucking time.
You take that back, you son of a bitch.
Fucking fight me.
And at this point, Harrowwood Thimbleby,
I will fucking take all you on.
he casts Calm Emotions.
Charisma save from the rabbit.
From the rabbit and the goose.
I won't save.
What did I just miss?
Oh, damn it.
The rabbit said, "Fight me, bro," and then Harwood was like, "Calm emotions."
And the goose was like,
Mhm. I'm gonna see if I can.
I propose the option that kobolds reproduce faster than rabbits.
Yes, and Bunny Harrelson took it as an insult when I said that Rimmer has reproduced like cockroaches or even like rabbits. So, Bunny, I need your charisma save.
Oh, I'm not.
Willingly
won't
fail.
save. Yeah. Good story right there.
You see why you're necessary for all of them, Harwood.
Indeed, I do. Perhaps we should sit down, negotiate the terms of our agreement and our companionship party.
Perhaps we can discuss your rewards upon completion of the task at hand, but if you need time to prepare yourselves, rooms can be provided, as can meals. Would you prefer to stay here with us for the evening, or make camp on the hunt?
I think it would be best to camp here, for the accommodations on the hunt are sure to be inferior.
Very well, then. Feel free to make use of the tavern. There should be a number of rooms about the westernmost chambers of this hall, and I will see to it that Thimblebee is at the ready for your every request.
Thimblebee. There's another Thimblebee here?
Well, a poor imitation, if you will. She claps her hands, and a sort of ethereal, spirit-like entity of unseen servitude steps forth from Hornwood as if a ghost stepping out from him, as an unseen servant emerges. Thimblebee, would you see to it that Mr. Harwood has everything that he and the party desires? Whether it be meal, information, or other such lodgings, any request they have, see to it that it's granted. And this ghostly figure can ever so faintly be seen nodding as it turns around and focuses its attention back on Harwood.
Yes,
I would
need
like
rest
your
if I-
finest room and 3 large watermelons.
As this ghostly form starts to step away to accomplish the tasks it's been given.
Quizzard is going to do his best Doctor Strange impression and sit with his little legs crossed and his little claws in like peace signs, and he's going to be meditating a little bit, I guess, during his rest and after his rest for his new spells.
All right. And as you guys start to relax a little bit, some time passes as the spell fades away. How does Bunny take coming out of the emotions?
You guys having an arm wrestling contest over there?
Fucking. No, if the goose doesn't come at Bunny, Bunny's not going at the goose.
Yeah, you don't want to
goose
mess with
is
a goose
going
with a
to,
long sword.
The goose is going to lay down the sword and just kind of act like a goose, trying to get some sips of water from a cup, but it's going to stare at you menacingly. Not honking at you, just staring straight
Oh
at
god,
you.
I hate when geese look at you like that. They're like, I'm gonna tear your shit up if you don't back off me.
And he's gonna like give you the middle finger.
That's what you hear. Interpret this card.
I guess Bunny is gonna go. He heard something about a tavern.
As the next few hours begin to progress, as you guys spend some time relaxing about what remains of the standing necropolis, it's very quiet and peaceful here in a very natural way. It's remained untouched by society for so long that nature has started to reclaim this open space. And it's very calming atmosphere overall. And you find yourselves sort of sinking into this comfort as you prepare yourselves for the challenges that might lie ahead. Bunny heads off towards the tavern, where he sees a water genasi behind a small cubicle-like area where he seems to be rapidly polishing off a variety of glassware in front of him. A single glass of different varieties, like one shot glass, one goblet, one wine skin, one mug, one of every type of thing available that he is starting to line up one after the other as Bunny steps through the doors.
Bunny's like stomach growls. Yo, man, how you doing? Peace. Can I get some grub?
Sure thing. You want the special of the day or any particular requests?
Well, I'm vegetarian, so whatever vegetarian things you got.
Right. Vegetarian. Like carrots and such?
Yeah, like carrots. Yes.
Right, because you're a rabbit. Gotcha. No problem. Carrots coming right up. As he turns around, stepping through a wooden door behind him, and seconds later, you can hear all sorts of clusterfuckery happening in a kitchen unseen as he emerges no more than 20 seconds after stepping through that door with what looks to be a 5-star or 4-course meal of vegan preparation with a rather tasteful selection of vegetarian options on this platter that he begins to spread out in a bit of a showy display on the bar top in front of you.
Bunny, like after like sniffing the food, is gonna be like, I take it back everything I just said about you under my breath. Where do I start? And he's like starts drooling.
How about you start by telling me what your choice of drink is?
Carrot juice.
Right, because you're a bunny.
I'm a hare, actually, but yeah. My name is Bunny.
As he reaches under the countertop and produces some sort of hose from somewhere unseen that begins to burble forth some sort of alchemical formula that slowly fills this goblet in front of him with an orange substance. You know, these are alchemical jars really come in handy for the odd request.
So, you ever heard of a Remoras?
Remoras. Hey, there was another group coming through here not too long ago that was hunting one of them. They live up north, like in the snowy areas, right?
Yeah. That group did not make it back. Well, they
I
did.
haven't seen them back
married.
since then, no.
Oh, no, they're dead. We just put their ghosts to rest.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. They were good tippers. So, just you going after them then?
Oh, me and, well, the others, the really fancy hippo, the Untitled Goose character, and Quizzard.
Wait, that invisible hippo?
No, not the
a bunch of
invisible.
watermelons out of here.
No, not the invisible one, the actual one.
Right, 2 of them. 2 hippos and a rabbit. Why not?
Well, and a goose and a lizard.
What's the goose's name?
But the goose doesn't have a name. Its name is Goose.
So what? It's an untitled goose.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an Untitled Goose character.
What kind of game is this?
I think it's one shot.
This meta is really killing me right now.
Looks at the screen.
Well, from what I remember about those last guys yammering on, those Remorases are no laughing matter. They're big enough that they can take on an elk or even a polar bear solo. They're very territorial, and if I remember right, one of them mentioned something about them not taking too kindly to seeing their own reflections.
I don't
know what that means, but maybe it'll be useful for you.
Can't hurt. Cheers. And he's gonna start eating this 4-course meal and drinking his carrot juice.
Are there any other preparations anyone else would like to be doing?
Quizzard tries to find some raw steak. And
Should
just
we be concerned that Ben and Rachel are scheming on the outside?
You should definitely be concerned.
Oh, God.
We got the insider opinion from Summer.
The ultimate meta.
Yeah, I think Quizzard is. He wants to make sure that he's more helpful in the next quest. So he's just gonna grab some water, raw beef, and then head in for the night.
All right. As you find yourselves successfully accomplishing a long rest, you regain expended abilities. I don't think anyone's hit points went down.
No one got hit at all.
Spell slots are restored, abilities are
Needed that.
returned, and you guys are nice and well rested, ready for whatever troubles the day might have for you.
Bunny Harrelson gets up in the morning and does his morning CrossFit routine.
Bunny, as you're moving about your bedchamber, you're unable to locate your left shoe.
Hey, what goes on? Where are my kicks? Come on. He slams open the door. Hey, who took my shoe? Where's that goose? That goose with no name take my shoe?
I hear this.
His shoe.
I hear the yelling. I look up, wake up.
I can't.
Is all my stuff here?
Can't go for my morning run without my shoes.
I
Gonna
start
go
looking around for
busting
my
down
stuff.
doors looking for the goose's door.
Well, you might have to bust down the outside door.
I don't know. Is that who took my shoe?
If you're looking for the goose is in the other chat room.
He's looking for his shoe.
Roll me an investigation check.
All right, you got it.
Nick, if you get it, you should just bust down there and be like, "Damn it, Goose! Why'd you steal my shoe?"
There's no sign of it anywhere, but it is definitely not in your room.
Lizard, where's my shoe?
I have no idea. I look around. Is the shoe in here?
Lizard, roll me a perception check.
Certainly. Oh, I've only got a +1. I'm in darkness, right?
If you choose to be.
Yeah, 4.
You're unable to locate your left shoe as well.
I can't find my shoes as well. Oh,
Was he wearing both shoes when he went in there?
I don't wear shoes, but it's missing.
If you're missing a shoe, I'm sure it's because of the goose.
What just happened?
God? Tiamat? Is that you?
Yes, Yes, it is Tiamat.
Damn it! What did you do with my fucking left shoe?
I make sure I bar the door. Nothing!
What?
Find the goose, and you'll find the shoe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I'll find
yes,
that
of
fucking
course.
goose.
Of course.
Oh, I'll find that
What
goose.
happened? I don't know what's happening. What's happening? What's going good?
You hear
Where's
Bunny's
my-
looking for a goose.
Goose, where's my shoe?
I'm about to make a turducken in here.
Why is he looking for the goose? The goose will be waking up, made his old bed, and it's just going to be, acting like a goose, waking up, stretching its feathers, like, what's going on, bitch?
Goose, where's
what
my
you
shoe?
This is what you hear.
Yeah. Honk, honk, honk. Where's my shoe?
The goose will flap its wings and, kind of look around, trying to find the shoe. Can I roll an investigation check to find out where those shoes are?
Roll me an investigation check.
A 9.
Those
Doing
shoes
great.
are nowhere in your room.
Yeah, the goose will then flap its
Goose,
wings.
additionally, you are unable to find any shoes of your own.
Yes. The goose will look panicked, but not too panicked.
So everyone's missing shoes?
Is everyone missing shoes?
Bunny's gonna shout out at the Giants. Hey, Dwayne, are you missing your left shoe?
No.
No,
Of
I
course he's
don't
not
think.
missing his shoe. It's attached to his foot.
Where's the hippo?
The
Where is the
hippo
hippo?
did it.
Where's Thimblebee?
I think you should
Roll
go
a
get him.
perception check to find Thimblebee. You see that invisible outline walking along the hallway before it disappears through one of these doors.
The hippo?
The invisible, unseen servant in the shape of Thimblebee.
Okay, I do not know. Wait, no, I do. Okay.
You see a ghost in the shape of Thimblebee walk into Thimblebee's room.
The goose will follow. Plap, 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 plap.
Follow that bird.
Goose pulls open Harwood's door, and you see still snoozing Harwood. I'm assuming he's still snoozing because Ben's BRBing.
What's going on? What? Huh?
Are there shoes in the room?
There
You see a
shoes
couple
in
of
the
shoes
room.
poorly tucked underneath his bed.
I jump on Harby and put my claws in his nostrils, be like, "Give me my shoes back!"
What are you speaking of? And I bat him off of me.
Ah!
The goose will go over to where the shoes are and start, pulling them out one by one.
You starts unlacing the shoelaces, pulling and tugging on them.
Hey, easy! Those are limited editions!
Yeah, that, yes.
What do you mean, that? Why are you stealing my stuff?
Just one moment. I was not stealing your stuff.
And
And he reaches into his massive pack
me.
and he draws out this 1 foot sphere of stone and he touches it to the shoes. And the shoes that were vintage but getting just a little bit dirty are now immaculate.
So only to the left shoe.
Only my left shoe?
What kind of cruel games are you playing, Hippo Man?
I just noticed that, well, he clearly enjoys his footwear, as any fine man would. But
Yeah, but
this particular one, he had gotten slightly scuffed. I thought it best to repair that.
Is there only one shoe down here?
How many shoes are there?
Well, it depends. Does Quizzard wear shoes?
No, he doesn't. That's why he's curious.
So there's one shoe down here.
What the hell? Where's my other shoe?
This is my shoe.
Mine are missing as well.
You don't wear
You said you don't wear
shoes.
shoes.
He looks down at his clawed feet. Oh, right.
The honking, the constant honking.
I look to the goose and I'm like, I agree completely.
Yeah, next time, just ask me. All right, I'm very particular about my stuff being stolen.
I also have prestidigitation,
not
so I can
stolen.
clean them whenever.
Here, take it back. I have no
You
desire. I
take
could not wear it.
without asking. That is stealing.
It's also not very peaceful.
I was attempting to repair it so you wouldn't notice.
Okay, I think this is besides the point. You have your shoes. Why don't you go for a run and cool off a little bit? And then the rest of us can figure out who the hell is stealing shoes.
Well, laces up his shoes and goes for a run.
Okay, now that
That's how you
now
get
that the
them
rabbit's
dirty.
gone, I think that was a really fun joke. That was
Gives you the
awesome.
middle finger as he's running away.
Harwood, that was fantastic. That was so good. I love everything you do.
Why do I get the feeling that you're trying to butter me up? But
I'm
it
just
will
trying to
work.
survive.
Well, it's working well.
And Goose, I like your style. High wing. I give him
Yes,
a
yes.
high wing.
Hold on one moment. And he puts the helm of comprehend languages on and casts comprehend languages.
I see no companionship.
No, hold on.
I see no companionship.
Is that better? Is that better?
I still can't hear you.
Yeah, I still can't understand you.
And your mic got quieter, so it's even worse.
Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on.
I see no companionship.
Ah, fuck.
You seek no companionship.
I seek only chaos.
Is that better?
Well, let me. I get real close to the goose. Let me tell you, friend. With this group of people, chaos is everywhere. So companionship coincides with chaos.
Why do you think I am around you?
Just don't steal the bunny's shoes anymore.
I can make no promises.
Well, just stay away from my stuff or I'll turn you into a dinner. He holds out a hand.
Now,
a claw.
We must start out upon the same path. We cannot be fighting amongst ourselves. We have a nest of Remoras to destroy.
I think we were having good diplomacy there. I don't know what you're talking about.
You threatened to turn the goose into a dinner.
It was a bargain. It doesn't steal my things, and I don't turn it into dinner.
I do not think you understand how diplomacy works.
I do not, but it sounded right in my head.
Do not call me an it mortal. I transcend. I transcend time.
Oh, fuck. I transcend time and space. Do not call me an it.
What do you prefer, oh transcended one?
Untitled goose character.
You're the goose Erickson. Well, that's
Or
an interesting
UGC.
statement.
Its
UGC.
pronouns are UGC.
Yes. Exactly.
All right, Ugg, let's go.
Ugluck.
You will be the first to experience chaos.
You say you're from time, but I wield time. We'll see who has the best magic at the end of the day.
Well, if you're all ready and rearing to go, then I can prepare a teleportation circle for you.
Oh, that's very advanced, yes.
It will bring you to the last site where we recovered the remains of our fallen comrades. The last hunters who accepted this mission. No doubt the monster
the
will be
green guy.
nearby. And so you should keep your wits about you and watch your backs.
Yeah, protect your fucking neck.
The fuck does that mean? That's
You
not
have
like-
the longest neck that needs protecting. I think that's what he was talking about.
I'll fucking steal his shoe, bitch. This was all in Goose. I'm trying to get something else.
So that's why Harwood understood it.
I like to think that
Harwood chooses not to
Translate.
interpret and share the goose's threats.
I think Quizzard can infer by that devilish eye that every word that comes out of the Untitled Goose's mouth is evil and laced with "I'm going to kill you."
Yeah, Bunny is well aware of the goose's heretic status.
Well, I wouldn't. Okay, I need to rephrase. I will make your life mildly inconvenient to the fullest extent of annoyance. Stealing your left shoe, tying an untieable knot, stealing
like-
your glasses.
Sounds like a heretic to me.
Yes.
That's the second level of heresy is heretic.
Heretic.
But as Ben is translating for the goose, I'm just going to use my regular voice unless the entire party needs to hear the goose's wonderful voice.
That's probably a good plan.
Yeah.
Oh, blessed great carrot in the sky. You can speak normally.
No, I'm just translating for you.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the great duck Cthulhu doesn't speak again, I think you should just be fine.
I am not a duck!
I was saying the patron that is speaking through you that's providing all the chaos.
I am not a duck.
Fine,
call
the
me a
great
duck.
goose Cthulhu.
Great
Thank you.
untitled
Better question is, what class is your goose?
Level 1 goose.
Untitled.
I'm a goose. Untitled. Untitled goose class.
Level 3 untitled goose.
Yes. You don't know why.
For some reason, 2 levels of bard.
Gooseomancy.
Yeah. I'm having fun, y'all.
This is a lot of fun.
I mean, my my throat hurts, but I'm doing great.
Harrowwood Thimbleby will not die. Even if he dies here, he will not die.
I don't
coming
think
back.
I don't think we've had as much fun with characters in a long time.
I mean, I had fun with the two. I had fun with Charlie Dia.
Green guys? Ooh,
And this is
get some
Rachel
water.
dies. Oh God, she's gonna die.
I am. But Mama didn't raise no bitch.
Yeah, drink some water.
To the fucking
Drink some-
teleportation circle we go.
Yeah.
Drink some Jack Daniels. It'll help soothe your throat.
I'm just going to drink.
Yes, hard
no.
liquor. That always helps.
As this series of arcane sigils and glyphs is drawn out, traced across the stone floor, the Duchess traces these arcane markings in a very particular pattern as they flash. And within the blink of an eye, you find yourselves in the frigid north on the edge of a very large expanse of a frozen solid great lake of enormous size. You are on the coastline where you can see a series of sledwood tracks leading out from the forest line onto the frozen lake. And about 300 feet up ahead, you can make out the scattered remains of several dog sleds. Red spatterings of blood misting the fresh fallen snow, and what looks to be all manner of debris scattered loosely across where this wreckage is at. Welcome to the frozen north.
It's the great north.
Yes! It's such a good show. It's so
I enjoy it.
yeah.
I would like to investigate the wreckage of these dog sleds.
All right, it's 300 feet forward.
Oh,
Nothing but ice on the lake.
oh, we have to cross the frozen lake.
If you choose to.
Can I go around?
The dog sleds look as though they were scattered across the frozen lake.
Oh, I get
It's an
it.
enormous lake.
Is there any evidence like of the? Can I do like a survival check to see if there's any evidence of like the big creature things moving around and stuff?
Sure thing. Go ahead and roll me a survival check. So this is kind of to give you guys an atmospheric look. There's
5.
no distant house on a mountain. If they can bury somewhere within the ice and the snow, this would definitely be their suitable territory.
And we don't see any movement out there.
You do not. Not
I got
with
a
5.
bad feeling about this.
Okay, just everyone hold on, because I need to add some skills. The goose would like to flap its wings, but can they also roll a perception check just to check around, see if there's any antics to
thing.
be had? Tight.
Is the party starting to make their way towards the wreckage?
Just to like the edge of the ice.
Come
Okay.
on! I am not doing well with these rolls. I got a 10.
Looking, kind of squinting your eyes as you are flying up ahead, as the snow starts to fall from the skies above,
That's
you can begin to see what looks to be a recent scuffle out on the surface of the lake. Spatterings of blood as if there were some sort of a combat, but no discernible corpses anywhere. You can see several skins of furred animals strewn about, what look to be supplies scattered across some of the ice amongst these splintered remains of these dog sleds, but there's no sign of any people who are in control of these sleds, nor are there any sign of the animals that might have been pulling them.
Untitled Goose character would like to land next to the party and tell them exactly what is happening, and hopefully Thimblebee will be translating because this is all they hear. But basically, yeah, Untitled Goose character will explain to Thimblebee the wreckage and the blood that they saw up ahead.
That is
What's
most
it
disturbing,
saying?
friend.
What's it saying?
The goose is saying that there are signs of a struggle.
I would
Blood.
like to bite the bunny. It called me an it.
Roll an attack roll. See if you
Hell
can
yeah.
nip them in the bud.
Can't catch these hands.
You're messing with the wrong character.
Bunny, the goose snaps at you. Its eyes lock with yours as it just stares at you for a moment. As Harwood continues
Heretic.
describing what the goose is saying.
What's our light situation?
It's early morning hours. Probably the same time zone, just much, much further north.
All right. He's squinting really bad. It's a little bright, but blood? Is that what you said? Blood?
Quizzard, it is surprisingly bright because of all the white reflective surfaces everywhere. However, those drawing storm clouds are blocking enough of the direct sunlight that it is not hindering you in any way.
Oh, wonderful.
It's
still
weird. You've never been in an environment so bright that hasn't affected you.
I I like the nod. This is wonderful.
Well, perhaps we should look around, see if we can find any evidence of these Remoras that we must destroy.
They're, burrowing creatures, right?
Yeah, where would the nest be?
Cave, large crevasse, maybe?
Can Untitled Goose character take flight and look for a possible cave or crevasse, ravine, or any...
How much weight can
Couldn't
Untitled
live.
Goose character carry?
I don't think we should be asking these questions about this goose that is trying to cause chaos and minor annoyances.
How else can you provide chaos but with a
Wizard, roll
kobold?
me an
You shouldn't ask
intelligence
questions
check.
about a goose that is just a goose character and hasn't been made in any other way, shape, or form.
Natural 19 for a 24.
Quizzard, you're relatively familiar with the flight velocity capabilities of an Untitled Goose character.
Is this African goose or a European goose?
It's a goose.
You don't know.
It's untitled.
It's not.
Untitled Goose character. That's its species.
Do you need the Latin? It's untitled.
Everything I try to do fun, fucking goose screws it up.
But
Goose is-
Untitled
yeah,
Goose
it's-
character, feel free to roll
smash
me a survival check.
No problem. And I just realized you were asking if I could carry you on my back, because I could fly.
I wanted to hitch a ride.
You can show me the world.
I think shivering splendid.
Grass.
Before the
both.
far horizon starts to drift away as the mist starts to roll in hundreds of feet out, before you lose sight of them, that distant jagged cliff line, you do see a few natural caverns no more than a few hundred feet away from where you can make out bits of that wreckage. As you swoop down and see Quizzard reaching up for you.
You repeat that? I think my mic cut out.
You see a couple of caves in the cliffs beyond the wreckage out on the lake.
All right. I would like to. Untitled Goose character would like to circle back and explain to the what they saw.
You start circling back and you can see Quizzard reaching for you anxiously.
If it's reaching towards me, I would like to hiss at him before he could ruffle up my feathers, because I don't like that. Untitled Goose character doesn't like to be controlled pet.
Quizzard, you don't need Harwood to translate that one for you.
Yep. And I just think, you're so lucky I left my sky binding staff at home.
That's what you hear.
You want to see chaos? I'll shoot you, fucking chaos, you damn bird.
Bring it on, bitch. Bring it on.
I don't like the way you're honking at me, so I will turn away.
That's right. That's fucking intimidation. Walk away. Walk away.
Waka waka.
Hell yeah.
While they're
So
doing
as
all
the
this,
goose has been circling around in the sky, what's everyone else been doing?
Well, Thimblebee, should we go out on the lake?
oh, let's let them scout first before we make our way out upon the lake. I could use a good smoke. And he pulls out a pipe and he lights it and starts, puffing away on it. And as the smoke is released, it doesn't dissipate. It actually starts to gather. And after about 2 minutes, you start to see like a scene playing out. And you see Harwood like seated at a table with a whole bunch of other people. And you can't tell exactly what's going on, but you get the impression that there's like some big conference. And he's playing a central role. And over the course of the next 5 or so minutes, you see that the people at the table stand up, they all shake hands, and Harwood rolls out this long scroll and everyone starts signing it. As he is using his Pipe of Remembrance.
No, good for
I
him.
love that item. Ben, take a point of inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Harrelson's gonna get kind of distracted while he's doing that and pull out his longbow, and he's just gonna shoot an arrow like out onto the lake, like near some of the wreckage.
So you fire this shot up, it arcs forward, true to its intended target. The storm doesn't seem to be nearly severe enough to throw your aim off by any means, as it flies up high before making its arc down. It goes far enough that you notice it hits the ice at such an angle that it causes it to skitter across the surface and slide out rather than sticking down into the ice, which also tells you that this ice is very solid even that far out.
Yeah.
You probably don't have any worry about it breaking beneath your weight. As it skids across the ice, you can ever so faintly hear that distant residual ticking just kind of filling this valley that you are in, of the ice just echoing with the impact of the arrow scraping across its surface as the sound resonates off the mountains and then back fainter and then one more time, filling this valley.
Bunny, I do have a question for you. How is it that as a rabbit, you could have weapons made of carrots and not eat them?
These are holy relics. Why would I eat them?
Because they're carrots.
You gotta create holes somehow, dude.
Excuse me. He pulls like the sword off of his back and like sticks it like straight tip like down into the snow. This is the sacred carrot blade of the great carrot in the sky. It is a holy weapon used for cleansing heretics.
So, Untitled Goose character, as you are circling back towards the party, you can see Bunny, as his voice booms through the weather, speaking towards Harwood as Quizzard is starting to sneak away and starting to step across the surface of the ice.
And this, and he holds out his longbow, is Heretic's End. It purges those that have no faith.
And what does it do to those that have only moderate faith?
Well, it doesn't purge them. Because they're not heretics.
I see.
Like the ghost? Ghosts are heretics. They must
So
be
what if
purged.
the ghost was faithful?
It's still no, but ghost are the thing trying to possess me. It's not. It needed to be purged.
It seems as though your weapon may perhaps have just been allowing you to take out your vengeance upon those you feel deserve it.
Well, I serve the great carrot in the sky, and I kill heretics and hunt monsters. What do you do?
I broker peace amongst all peoples.
Okay, how do you plan to talk to a Remoras?
That is an interesting challenge.
Mm.
I have
And
not
when-
made my nature check yet to determine if the Remoras is intelligent enough for me to speak with it.
Well, when you figure that out, you're going to realize why I'm here.
Quizzer,
Is there-
as you get about 50 feet out over the ice, you notice it's getting pretty slick and you're having to slow down your casual speed to carefully step forward. You think that should you try and move more than half your speed at a time, you might have to make a check to run across the ice.
Gotcha. All right. I will continue on a slightly slower pace, but still rambling to himself as he's walking towards the wreckage.
Untitled Goose character would like to land right in front of Harrowit, Thimblebee, and Bunny Harrelson. And,
Goose friend, you're back. What were you able to determine?
I was able to see.
You've labeled the sea. Okay. I don't see how that helps us.
I was able to see.
Sorry.
I was
able to see some fucking caves. It was great. I saw it. They're over there. Untitled Goose character will start flapping its wings towards the caves and where they are.
Ah, Bunny, Quizard. There are caves over there. Perhaps that is the nest of the Remoras.
Where is Quizard?
He was right here.
He's not here now.
He tried to touch me.
Ah, well, fuck him. Let's go.
May his shoelaces ever be denied.
As you guys start making your way across the ice, you see some distance ahead of you the small bobbing form of a kobold quickly navigating his way across the ice.
There's a kobold out there. Perhaps we should kill it.
What? That's Quizard. What's wrong with you?
Oh, sorry. Didn't recognize him from that distance.
Wait, why would you kill Kobold? Why would you kill Kobold on sight but talk to everything else in the world?
Have you dealt with kobolds before?
Dealt with Quizard?
I don't blame him.
Kobolds go around the mountains and the caves, worshipping Tiamat, an evil deity that they believe will someday restore them to their proper place at the top of the dragon chain.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not heretics.
No, but they are evil. Evil to the core.
That's
Nothing
okay.
good can come from a kobold.
Why not? Quizard kind of helped you a little bit in the last fight.
You mean when he ran away and left us to die?
No, he cast a spell to help me with the other ghost.
Did he?
Actually, I don't think Bunny would know if I did or not.
Yeah, I would. He's a magic. I could sense when magic is cast around me.
Can you?
Yeah, that's like what that little ability.
Oh, I thought it
have
was a
is.
one-time deal.
It is technically, but I mean that's basically his shtick. I'm also Mage Slayer. Like my whole thing is like sensing magic, and
His
then
body is literally magic infused.
It was a psychic spell. Woohoo! Bye, Summer.
Bye, Summer.
Bye, Summer.
Summer is my favorite season. I hope it returns soon.
I hate the summer.
Summer's over.
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming.
Anyways, Bunny is going to make his way towards the wreckage with Quizard.
All right. Bunny, it's not too long as you start to get in the natural pace of your steps as you readjust to this new footing over the slick ice that you familiarize yourself that mechanically, if you try and move more than half your movement speed at a time across the ice, you'll have to make some sort of a check to keep your balance. Should
the ice have a
the
weight
reasoning
limit?
ever come into play for whatever reason, hypothetically speaking,
I think you'll be
he
alright.
can't. Yeah, Bunny can't like just skate like Bugs Bunny does on ice.
You can certainly try.
You can with an acrobatics check.
You can also eat it like Bugs Bunny on ice.
Do a flip.
If he pulls out a Viking helm with blonde braids, you have advantage.
Quizzard, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Yep. 17.
As you are getting closer and closer to some of the wreckage, on occasion you can make out weird distortions amongst the ice. Not where it's been like naturally broken or fractured from any sort of pressure, but like it's been reshaped, remolded, as if melted down and then resolidified, but not broken. It's weird. Like something might have burned through it at some point in time.
I'm getting closer to the dragon worm.
Funnily enough, you should say this, as you look down and about 20 feet beneath the ice, you can make out a long, white, scaly appendage just waiting there.
Is it ass
Not
or face?
moving. All scales as far as you can see.
Oh, yes. The scaly one is beneath me.
I'll keep moving towards the wreckage, just noting that the scales are beneath the surface there.
All right. And I'm assuming Harwood and the Untitled Goose are following Bunny across the ice.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Quizzard, as you start to approach some of the wreckage, go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Yep. Oh my god, Cognard's dice is rolling hot. 24.
All right. You look around at the wreckage and make out a lot of the meal, like the travel rations, the long-term storage, the nuts, the grain, what would normally be very valuable to any sort of bandits is still here. You can see the occasional scattered coin piece amongst the rubble, the odd trinket that could probably be resold for a pretty penny. You don't see the remains of any living thing save for the animal pelts you can make out every here and there scattered amongst a snowbank or two. It's clear as though there were about 4 dog sleds here that got wrecked and destroyed, and their contents are just scattered across the surface of the ice, where you can make out more and more of these melted distortions across the surface. About 150 feet back, you can make out this startings of a cliff wall where you can see a couple of opening crevices that look as though they reach further back along the cliffside, possibly opening up into caves beneath that cliff, just on the other side of the ice. Awesome. You can make out large scratch marks across some jagged surfaces of the ice, smaller scrapes and scratches like boots ripping across stones on the top of the ice, but something of significant size also scraping across, as if a wagon were off kilter scraping the ice. Something heavy, like a Remoras. Many legs.
Yeah. In those trail rations, was there any loaves of Wonder Bread?
You do find 6 loaves tucked away into one of those wagons, or one of the dog sleds.
I'll show you chaos, you damned goose.
I pull out some Wonder Bread and I throw it on top of where I saw the scales. And I start throwing chunks of bread over there to see if the goose will pick at it.
Bunny, would you roll me a perception check, please?
Yeah. Natural 20.
Oh,
We're rolling so hot.
So effectively, Nick, I'm going to give you kind of an overhead view of what this lake looks like. But as Quizzard's making his way ahead, you notice these white scales underfoot, some 20 to 30 feet beneath the surface of the ice as well. And you follow those scales all the way from tip to tail. And you notice this large creature beneath the surface of the ice. And beyond that creature, shadows moving, a faint orange glow streaking across, making the silhouetted outline of that reptile even more visible as something is burning through the ice some 50 to 60 feet below you.
Is it moving towards me or any of my
It's
party?
moving parallel with the surface of the water. It is not ascending yet.
Like it's tracking. Bunny's gonna call out, they're under us. They're in the lake, in the water, about 50 feet down.
Bunny,
And
the hairs on the back of your neck start to stand up as well as you feel this faint tingling sensation, like there's something else inside of that frozen monster.
You brought your children, you monster!
Untitled Goose character would like to take flight.
are these areas, like
Like
solid land?
like icebergs broken and adrift in the lake before they were frozen in place. But they are snowbanks with ice, rock, or snow beneath you, rather than just ice.
So Goose doesn't take the bait of the bread?
No, the Untitled Goose character is above that.
I think you're
Literally and
You're
metaphorically.
You're metagaming so hard.
Bunny is gonna like try to run. Well, fuck it. Bunny's gonna try to like run over to this one.
All right, roll me an acrobatics or athletics check to
Oh, I
sprint
do get to
across the
use
surface
athletics.
of the
Oh,
ice.
thank God. 24.
You double time it and soon whiz by Quizzard as you see him tossing what looks to be slices of bread out onto the snow.
What on earth? What are you doing?
Nothing.
Well, you should get off the ice because one of those things is gonna swallow you.
It won't swallow me. It'll swallow you first.
No, because I'm standing on the solid. You're standing on the ice. It's gonna melt up from the ice beneath you. You need to move.
Uh-huh. He slowly starts leading a trail of breadcrumbs behind him, hoping to entice the goose as he's making his way towards Bunny.
Hey, hey, Thimblebee!
What?
Shut the fuck up. I think their nest is inside this whatever thing is frozen down here underneath the ice. Do you see it? With the scales and the dragonness about it?
No, all I see is ice in a lake.
Look deeper!
Harwood, roll me a perception check.
You must look beneath.
Look with your special eyes. You continue making your way out across the surface of the ice, focusing down with every footfall, and you start to make out the shape of something with white scales frozen beneath the water, pretty deep beneath the water, if that's all solid ice. It's
I
something
think I see some
big,
fish down there.
maybe like an albino eel or something.
Perhaps an albino eel.
Can I identify this thing as a dragon?
You tell me. Has Bunny seen a dragon before? Or heard about them?
I've definitely heard about them. There's a dragon frozen underneath this fucking lake.
Oh, I need its heart.
Well, if it's a dragon, then we need to bother it. We're after Remoras.
I'm pretty sure that it's dead, and that they might have like feasted it, or its nest might be inside it. I don't know. All I know is that they're found underneath it, and that they're going to make their way up here. What? What? What is it?
We do not need to fear the dragon. We can take it. As much as we can, we can take the dragon. Let us not fear a giant lizard. Let us go down
The
as...
goose is saying that we can take a dragon.
As these honks begin to echo back across the mountainscape over this frozen wasteland, Quizzard, there's a faint rumbling about the ice beneath you. Ever so slightly, it begins to quake.
Uh-oh.
Bring it on! Bring it on!
Is there anything else you guys would like to do at this particular moment in time? Before I ask everyone to roll some initiative.
Give me a second to measure some distances.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, so the Bunbarian's going to miss out on this. Going to go ahead and use my emboldening bond. So the goose and the lizard get a D4. They can use once a turn for attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws.
Well, thank you.
Okay, that's great. Because I am rolling like shit tonight. I also need to go away. I need to get a drink.
Then a
of water.
D4 probably won't help you.
No.
All right.
I don't think I have any preparatory things to do. I cast Mage Armor as soon as we came out of the Teleportation Circle, so I figured we were going to jump right into combat. So, yeah, Quizzard is just going to continue moving.
All right. Untitled Goose, how high up in the air would you like to fly?
Honk. Honk, 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 honk.
Goose went to go get a drink at the pond.
Honk.
Gotcha.
Do you want initiative now, Ryan?
Everybody, sure, go ahead and roll it.
I was anticipating your will, sir.
26 for Quizzard. I got a natural 18 again.
Feel free to add it to the initiative tracker.
My metal die, it always rolled shitty for Cognar, but it's rolling really good for everyone else.
Okay, I'm back.
I think it spent 3 years in the timeout bin, and now it's coming out and rolling hot.
Rachel, the question for you is, how high up are you?
30 feet.
All right. We'll use your blue circle to keep track of how high you're flying.
All right. Remind me again, the green circle is HP and the red circle is my armor class?
The AC, yep.
Okay.
How many honks you have left in a day?
Yes. How many
The
serious
green bar
honks?
is how many honks left in your life. It keeps throwing me off because I only see the 3 names of highlighted tokens. I'm like, who's not here? Who's the missing player? Who's not on the initiative tracker? But it's just the Untitled Goose character.
Yeah, I
It's
only
always
see my
him.
name on the turn tracker.
Yeah, I
What?
can't see anyone else's HP or anything like that.
Oh, well. Oh, I see Thimblebee's name.
Now
I
I
see
can
nothing
see
for
people's
Goose.
names.
I see health bar for. I see name for Bunny.
I see bunnies, Quizards. Yeah, I just don't see my name.
Well,
Because you're unnamed.
because you
Oh, yeah,
are
that's right.
untitled.
I'm Untitled Goose character. I forgot.
Put UGC as the name, so at least we can freaking see it.
Let me see.
All right. So as the rumbling starts beneath the ice, how would you guys like to proceed?
Oh, wait, I get a D4 onto that, too. Oh, +3. So 29.
Can I make a nature check to see if Rimmer houses are intelligent?
Absolutely. Harwood,
You know,
you begin to get flashes of recollection of the studies of that man who possessed you, and the recollection that these are an incredibly dim-witted species. They speak no known languages, even amongst themselves. They have such a low level of intelligence that even if you were capable of speaking to them, they wouldn't understand what you were trying to say. Mechanically, they have an intelligence of 4.
So what you're
All right.
saying is it's time to fuck shit up.
That works for the wizard that prepared a lot of intelligence saving throw shit.
Buddy, you spot that same orange glow as it starts to slowly ascend, circling a large, wide berth around where the movement has stopped across the top of the ice as Quizzard is standing still. And you see it slowly circling like a shark in water as it starts to slowly close that circle as it begins spiraling up, ascending.
It's coming for you!
Can Quizzer do anything?
What do you want to do?
I'm going to move over here. I'm going to hide on the iceberg and say, Bunny, please save me.
As Quizzard, you sprint across the surface of the ice and over across some of this snowbank, and you move to a position that you're able to now see this orange glow of something burning through the ice below you. This faint trail of a intense, impossible orange heat, even beneath all that ice, as this intense steam is just pressurizing and burning through this solid ice lake at an incredible speed. And it is making its way from the deep pits of this lake closer and closer to the surface where the party is moving as you sprint across the snowbank. Untitled Goose. Looking down with your vantage point from the sky, you get a more clear picture of this large frozen reptile beneath the ice's surface. This immense dragon frozen beneath an impossible weight of ice. And you see an orange glow spiraling around it like a firefly, illuminating some of its edges and then dipping behind them to reappear elsewhere as it's getting larger and brighter and closer.
Where is it on the map?
Under the water.
Oh. Well, Untitled Goose character would like to move. Sorry, just trying to see how much I can move. Come on, dude. Would like to move right here and an additional 10 feet up, so 15, and then to here. And potentially ready in action.
Sure thing.
In case it gets up, I would like to shoot. I don't know how I'm going to do this. From my longbow?
What?
I would like to imagine that the goose is going to pull back the arrow with its
She's the Affleck
feet.
Goose. She can do the longbow.
Yeah. And use its little, like, feet to hold the bow. To shoot it, so it's going to prepare for that.
All right.
It makes perfect sense.
It has to assume the position. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Harwood, as you make your way ever closer towards Quizzard, who has now turned around and started to close the distance a little bit back towards you, you start to feel this faint rumbling beneath the ice as it all just begins to ever so slightly quiver beneath your feet. And you spy an orange glow that is starting to make its way towards the surface.
And I also am going to prepare an action. I'm going to prepare to cast a spell if a creature comes up that is hostile to us.
All right. As you guys all prepare your spells, that orange glow gets brighter and brighter as it begins moving from the forward position of your party more towards the rear, as that glow begins to get brighter and brighter around Harwood Thimbleby. As you start to see this large, many-legged creature, as it is just furiously scraping the smallest amount of ice off of the surface of the wall in front of it, that gets superheated down into water in a fraction of a second. It claws out of the way, that is grabbed by the next fistful and carried all the way back towards its tail at an impossible velocity. Its many legs in perfect synchronicity as its impossible heat sears through the ice walls before it, as it burrows through this solid surface about 10 feet beneath where Harwood Thimbleby is presently at. Close enough for you to make him out beneath the surface of the ice. Both beneath the stone Quizzard is at, but in a trajectory to emerge where Thimbleby is standing.
Can Untitled Goose character launch the arrow?
Absolutely. It's still beneath the ice.
Oh, wait. Okay. I thought it was above the ice. I retract that.
Unless there's any last minute things, he will emerge, and then your shot can go off. And an 18 is going to hit if you want to roll damage on that.
No, I'm not going to.
As this impossible heat explodes up from the ice around Harwood like a geyser of steam bursting out from the surface as an arrow is loosed with a honk, smashing into this creature who is within 5 feet of an ally for 21 points of piercing damage.
Hell yeah.
You're playing a rogue goose?
I'm an arcane trickster goose, thank you.
Oh my god.
As this impossible heat is ejected with a furious howl from the surface of this ice, the Remoras rears back, opens its impossibly wide mouth, as mandibles just begin to unfold row after row as layers of teeth distend as its maw extends outwards. Harwood, it's going to attempt to gnash out at you.
Do I get to cast my spell before it does that?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So, Guiding Bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, that's definitely going to hit.
Oh, yeah. For 17 Radiant, what's it look like as he casts this guiding bolt?
Harwood stands very tall and sees this creature coming up beneath him and says, "Thou shalt not destroy the peace while I am around." And he reaches up one giant hand, and he actually has a mace in his hand. And he brings it swinging down, and as it does, it starts to glow. And the glow, this bright white light, surrounds the mace, and as he strikes the ice with it, the energy of it continues down through the ice and hits the creature.
It hisses out with a screech like you've never heard before. Very unnatural sound as it rears back in pain, lashing down with a 14 to bite at Harwood.
And Harwood quickly raises up his shield, upon which you can see a large smiling face. And
the decor of this smiling face begins to rapidly superheat as through the surface of the shield you can feel the metal brimming with an orange glow as the creature bites hold of the shield.
But a 14 does not hit.
All right. Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Ooh, I have advantage on strength checks.
Excellent.
Because you're a GIF.
I am a GIF.
Is it pronounced GIF or GIF?
If you'd like to have that argument, we will start the headbutting contest.
You see a lower series of pairs of legs begin to reach up and also swirl around the edges of your shield as they pull and grasp at it with an intense ferocity. But you are able to maintain hold of your shield. But with a quick thrust, you knock this creature off from grappling hold of your shield. And that's going to be his turn. With that, Quizzard, the wizard lizard.
Quizzard, the lizard wizard. I'm going to cast a lovely spell that is so underrated. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. I'm going to put a slightly smaller Remoras in the squares north of him. It's a 10-foot cube. So like another head of a Remoras comes out in front of it.
So it sees an illusion. Potentially.
Yeah.
Intelligence save?
Yes, intelligence save.
All right, that is going to be below a 10.
All right, so it thinks that it is real.
All right.
And the phantasmal creature appears as a creature, can attack the target. Similarly, phantasmal creature created can appear to be fire, pull, blah, 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 blah. So it can deal 1d6 acid damage, or psychic damage, to the target while it's within 5 feet.
All right.
So it's going to do a d6.
That's
1
with every
point
bonus action.
of psychic damage. That was a full action.
Cool beans.
But it treats it as another Remoras that is biting at it.
You see as Bunny, Harwood, and Untitled Goose watch as this Remoras that was intently focused on Harwood a second ago turns its head towards something that the rest of you don't see standing just beyond Harwood. As it rears back, its fins around its neck begin to open up and you see these small little spines flex outward like a cobra ready to strike as they begin to all shake with a fierce show of alpha male towards this unseen Remoras.
Yeah, no one else can see it. And so Quizzer casts a spell, and he's going to try to book it. He's going to try to get over here.
As you step away from the Remoras, roll me a performance check.
Okay.
See if he's more enticed by your illusion or you.
13.
He's preoccupied with this other Remoras enough that he doesn't notice you scamper away from behind him.
I go over there. Dip down into the snow. And that's Quizzard's turn.
Quizzard, take a point of inspiration as you found a means of providing this creature with an illusory image of itself via reflection.
Via reflection.
Bunny Harrelson.
Why are there two of them now?
The little one is an illusion.
You only
you
see
can't
the big
see it.
one.
I would
Just for
like
Ben. I cast
Right.
Phantasmal Force, so that way it sees a smaller version, and so they're fighting each other for territory.
Oh, tight.
But you guys only see the Remoras, like, attacking thin air.
Cool. All right, I would like to rage. As I rage, I teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that I can see. Until my rage ends, you can use this effect again on each of your turns as a bonus action.
I love wild magic tables, man.
All right. So, Bunny pulls out his great sword, points at the Remoras, and says, "Death to the heretic!" and appears right next to the Remoras. Takes a step to the right and is flanking. Yeah.
Not with a huge creature.
Ah, that's right. Then I'm going to stay over here.
Oversized. All right.
Is it? Do I get advantage because it's distracted?
Yes, you do.
Oh yeah, baby. Let's go.
It's distracted by its weakness in particular.
23 to hit with the
23 hits.
blade. 14 damage plus 2, so 16 damage total.
As this sacred carrot blade rips across the back of the Remoras, Bunny, you feel this impossible heat radiating off of this creature so much that you take 12 points of fire damage just from getting close enough to make melee combat with it.
He doesn't care. He's going to swing again. 20.
20's going to hit
16 plus 2 is 18.
for 9 more fire damage back to you.
That's it. That is all the actions, bonus actions, and movement that I
All right.
possess.
Harwood Thimbleby. The Remoras that just burst out from the ice and was immediately focused upon you has turned its attention from striking out at you towards something just beyond, and it is making some sort of territorial display as it's opened up its frills and is kind of flamboyantly showing itself to be bigger than it is towards this unseen illusion.
Okay. Well, Harwood is going to summon a spiritual weapon.
I love Ben's cleric plays.
Probably should have
You
rolled that
crit
advantage.
on your spiritual weapon.
I crit with my spiritual weapon. And yeah, he's going to summon it on the other side of the creature.
Flanking with
Right.
Harwood.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's a-
flank.
It's a giant mace.
We just discovered that it's too big to be flanked.
Sorry, I was getting another Oktoberfest beer.
11 points of force damage as a watermelon appears on the other side of the Remoras.
Excellent. And then Harwood is going to swing his +1 mace.
21's going to hit. As you feel this immense heat searing off the back of its body, you take 6 points of fire damage yourself as you deal 10 points of bludgeoning damage to it.
And I will take a step back.
All right. Harwood, you take a step back, and as you are preparing yourself for its next attack, you see a faint glow about the mouth of that frozen dragon beneath the ice. Another orange glow just begin to illuminate the features down below as you see another one.
There's another one coming!
Beginning to burrow its way up, 20 feet beneath the surface of the ice. Untitled Goose.
Okay, so I think that I'm 45 feet up from the ground. How big is this creature?
He is huge, like 15 feet tall, where he is standing up.
Okay,
Most of him is on the ground, though.
Okay, I want to move 15 feet and use a dash. Okay, 15 feet. I would like to use the rest of my movement to kind of dive. So that's 10 feet. That's 35 feet. I'll take the dash action to... Math is really hard. I just really want to do something cool. Ryan, can I, as I'm going down, I think 15 feet, can I just dive that 15 feet all the way?
Anything in your beak?
Yes, my longsword.
Fuck yes, you can.
Okay, so with that, I'm actually going to be diving 25 feet.
Untitled Goose, you can also make this attack with advantage.
Hell
because
fucking
this is awesome.
Yes. Okay, I would like to do that because I do not trust myself. I have a +1 longsword. Was that okay that I added that?
Heck yes.
Heck yeah. Fuck yeah. Okay.
You also have a +1 D4 if you want to use it.
Yeah, I probably should. An 11.
Man.
If the goose wasn't talking so much shit this morning, it might be able to
As your
hit the
blade
damn Remoras.
arcs down, you begin to feel this immense heat billowing off of its stationary form. The heat is getting so hot that you're forced to divert your attack pattern before actually making contact. Otherwise, you're going to get some serious burns. So your first attack is thrown off completely.
Okay. I would like to use a cantrip, right? That I can use that as a bonus action, right? Right.
You can cast a cantrip and do a bonus action spell, but not the other way around.
Most cantrips are actions.
Ah, fuck. Well, I tried my absolute goddamn best today. I would like to use my dash action to get the fuck out of there, going 25 into the air.
Bonus action to dash out of there, 25 feet up.
Yes.
All right. The Remoras is...
They can use an action to examine the phantasm and make another intelligence save.
It's phantasmic.
Bunny, roll me a d4 and tell me if you want to be odds or evens.
I want to be odds. Let's go.
All right. The Remoras rears back and is going to lash out at this young Remoras. And is going to discern nothing suspicious about it with a total of 0 on its roll.
Yes!
As it lashes out at this unseen entity again and again and again as its tail whips around, arcing through the air with its many bladed-like fins, slashing across the surface of the ice as it just begins to destroy the top layer of this ice to its north. It is then going to attempt to burrow down as its body superheats, as the legs under it, while its tail and head are flailing, begin to dig down. Bunny, it does provoke an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
Oh,
It's still
yeah.
feeling super hot.
Do I still get advantage?
Yeah.
26
26 is going to hit.
or
take-
13 points of damage.
You take 10 points of fire.
Ouch.
Takes 13 and just begins digging and digging and digging. He's digging so fast that as the water is pooled up behind him, it quickly begins to re-solidify into ice, though it looks to be much weaker than what was there originally, perhaps capable of being broken through. Quizzard, what would you like to do?
Run away. Quizzard is going to move. I'm a coward. I'm going to move my movement 30 feet. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Misty Step. And I'm going to move 30 feet over to here, landing, hopefully not making a tremor or any kind of sensory thing.
Sounds like a stealth check.
I'll do that. 14.
You land and?
I don't think I can make the phantasm chase after the Remoras. I don't think that's something that it can do. I think it has to stay there.
When does the damage repeat?
On my turn.
Does it take an action or anything like that?
No, it just says each round on your turn, the phantasm just deals 1d6 damage.
All right. So
If it's within the area or within 5 feet of the phantasm.
Are you able to move it?
It doesn't say. No, I think it just stays there.
All right.
And let's see. So that was a full thing. And then I don't see this other one pop up yet, right?
What's your passive perception?
Passive 11.
Not yet. There's a big fucking Remoras that just burst out of the ice right there.
All right. Well, I can't hold anything because I'll lose the illusion. So that's my turn.
No action?
I can't do anything.
All right. Bunny Harrelson.
Right. Bunny is wishing that he has spent money on health potions now. So nothing's above the surface right now, right?
Not presently.
Then Bunny is not going to be able to keep raging. Because there's nothing to attack. Gah, curses! Okay. This is what Bunny's gonna do. Bunny is gonna...
Look, Cognar, attack yourself.
Cut your hand
over
off.
here and use a bonus action to teleport on top of this frozen rock over here.
All right.
And then pull out the longbow. And can he attack that spot that the Remoras went through and break that, like, weak ice?
I'll allow it. Yeah.
I maintain the rage.
On a hit? Or no, you just have to make the attack, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Natural one.
By making the attack, you maintain your rage.
All right, I'm going to try to shoot again. 14.
14 just smashes through the top surface of the ice, but doesn't go far enough to hit the Remoras.
All right, that's the end of Bunny Harrelson's turn.
You watch as it slows in its descent and turns its body back upwards towards where the arrow hit, as if it sensed it without sight.
I got a rules clarification question, Ryan.
What's up?
So, Phantasmal Force crafts an illusion that takes root in the mind of the creature. It doesn't specifically say that it takes a space.
So what determines if it's within 5 feet?
Well, that's the tough thing. I don't know. This is one of those stupid DM call spells. Would the other Remoras chase that Remoras as like a...
How dare you call Ryan a stupid GM?
No, I didn't say he's a stupid GM. I said
Lightning
this is one of those
smites you.
things where Wizards of the Coast didn't design the spell properly, and they don't tell you. So I think it's a call. Would
Let's see. While the target's affected by the spell, the target treats the phantasm as if it were real. The target rationalizes any illogical outcomes from interacting with the phantasm. For example, a target attempting to walk across a phantasmal bridge that spans a chasm falls once it steps onto the bridge. If the target survives the fall, still believes the bridge exists and comes up with some other explanation for its fall. The target so convinced of the phantasm's reality that it can even take damage from the illusion. Phantasm created to appear as a creature can attack the target. Similarly, a phantasm created to appear as a fire, a pool of acid, or lava can burn the target. Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage if it's within the phantasm's area or within 5 feet.
So, if it's in its mind, would my Remoras be chasing it under the ice?
You could be using your action to alter your illusion to move it closer towards your target to continue dealing damage to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Kind of the way other similar spells work, like a flaming sphere kind of thing, where you can chase it as your action.
Okay. And then in that case, I'll have it do, as I was running past it, have it do like an opportunity attack, like trying to chase it under the ice to try to draw its attention back to the surface.
Dig it. And it's just auto damage, right?
Yeah, auto damage. 2 points of psychic damage.
2 damage.
Just trying to keep its attention so that way Bunny can get on it.
How would Thimble be?
Okay, so this guy's gone under the ice. And there's no one up above the ice yet, right?
Right.
Well, in that case, I will just prepare my action to attack anything that comes within range of me. Actually, I'll prepare to cast Guiding Bolt on anything that comes within range.
All right.
And as a bonus action, if I need to move the spiritual weapon, I will.
All right. So the orange glow that Harwood spotted is now visible by Quizzard as this glow emerges from below, ascends beneath the rock you were just hiding underneath, and starts to make its way up and around beside the other Remoras. As a second glow begins to coalesce with the first. Untitled Goose.
Okay, just to confirm, there's nothing above the surface?
They are both about 10 feet beneath the surface of the water. The bigger one has what looks to be pretty damaged surface of ice covering the tunnel behind it.
I'd like to take that
ice.
chance. I want to take out my longbow. I don't know where it's coming from, but don't worry, it's coming from somewhere. Out of my ass.
It's coming from your inventory.
There we go. And I would like to take it out, and I want to fire at it. I feel like, the dice are on my side, and I'd like to roll with the dice that I have.
Absolutely.
Do I roll for just...
Fire away. It does have cover.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So for you, it's just a regular shot.
Okay, come on, bitch. An 11.
20.
11 fires downwards and starts to punch into the ice, but doesn't sink far enough to pierce the Remoras' exoskeleton.
I'm pretty sure I heard that roll 20.
I wish. I really do, but I rolled an 8. God, I don't know. I'll take another dash action to just something to over here. And hopefully I'll be able to hit something.
The chaos.
Yeah, I know. I'm only good to cause like minor annoyances.
I was
Like,
gonna help you with an ability I have, but you were 5 feet out of range.
Oh, come on. Damn it. I end my turn. Could have hid! Oh, no, wait. Oh, yes, I
The-
could have hid. Damn it.
Larger Remoras begins to curl back up, looking at the source of the arrows plinking into the path behind it, as its attention returns to this smaller Remoras before it. Emboldened by the allied orange glow beside it, from one of its children, it begins to lash out once again at this illusory form in front of it. That time rolling up to a 15 on the intelligence check
Fails.
to determine if it's fake.
DC 16.
So now he'll take the 2 psychic damage as he begins thrashing about the water, under the water, burrowing around and up. In this fury, it's pissed off enough about this change of circumstances as this creature moving in on its territory while it's moving in for a kill, that while it's thrashing about this illusory Remoras in its territory, it does on occasion emerge from the surface so that those targeting could take attacks of opportunity against it. This is a huge thing going all around the space of this illusion. 24 is going to hit.
Nice.
Oh, let's make sure we track that free advantage on that.
yeah, on the
right?
next attack.
Next attack.
I
If
think we
anyone
missed
else
the
is
last
shooting
one,
at
right?
it.
I didn't have a prepped attack. I shot mine at the ice.
Is it within range of my spiritual weapon?
They don't get
Yeah.
opportunity attacks, right?
No, but I mean, I was holding my action, so
And you were holding that specifically as well. So I'll allow
Nice.
take a
Do
swing
it.
with that spirit.
Kill it.
with advantage then.
As this green misty vapor grabs the handle of your watermelon and smashes against the Remoras
16?
The watermelon.
unsuccessfully.
No!
Quasar.
All right. So this thing is currently under the ice.
Just under the surface of the ice, all around the space of your illusion.
All right. I'm gonna target it with a tolling sound. I need it to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
No problemo. How about a 7?
That fails. That's 2d12 necrotic
All right.
for 10 points of necrotic damage.
What's it look like as the toll of the dead is collected?
Yeah. So, right in front of its face, a giant golden dragon head, very evil in appearance, one of Tiamat's heads, opens its mouth wide, and as the teeth clench, it reverberates a sound going through the Remoras.
And you can see bits of its exterior exoskeleton just start to crack and splinter as this chime resonates within it. Anything else you would like to do?
Yeah, it's within 5 feet of my illusion, right?
Still is.
All right. It's going to take a bite at it and give
All
it
right.
2 more psychic damage. I need to change that
damage.
d6. That one's being a bit. That's it. I'm not moving an inch. I know that these guys are tracking via sound
right.
now that I see the arrows and its movement. So I'm staying still.
Bunny Harrelson.
I want to do something fucking crazy. All right.
Pull that
this
Remoras!
thing's just under like the surface, right?
Occasionally breaking the surface.
All right. Can Bunny like wait until it breaks the surface run and jump off of this with his greatsword, jump onto it, attack twice, and then use his bonus action to teleport back up here?
You can certainly try.
Like to try.
Cognar
All right.
approves of this maneuver.
We'll start off rolling with that first attack.
All right. So jumping off of this. You know what? I'm gonna do this. All barbarians can recklessly attack, right? I'm gonna recklessly attack. This seems like a pretty reckless thing to do.
Advantage!
Roll with advantage to see if you can break its partial cover.
26.
26 smashes through the surface of the ice.
With the rage is 13 damage.
13 damage. You feel 8 points of fire damage come back to you.
Ouch.
Cooking your carrots.
And then second attack, reckless. 26.
Carrots are about to be steamed.
15 more damage.
15 damage to you as well.
And then Buddy looks back up to this spot 30 feet away and teleports back up there.
All right.
I'm digging this teleporting barbarian bullshit.
And, like when he emerges back up there, he's like literally steaming because like the water and the heat.
Is his carrot sword slightly sautéed?
Not yet.
Bunny looking back down at the Remoras as it's lashing about this space, attacking something you still don't see. You catch the second orange glow, diverting its path as its green eyes begin to glow up towards the surface where you have just reappeared. Harwood Thimbleby.
Oh, that's right. You were the last thing to touch the surface, right?
Yeah. But I teleported away, so it had to look at me. It had to find me with its eyes.
Did Ben give a BRB?
I didn't see one.
I assume he just wants
Is he
young
muted?
Remoras to go.
He had to go take a Remoras to the bathroom.
Had to see a man about a Remoras.
He had a Remoras at Taco Bell and it's not agreeing with him.
Ugh. No. That does not sound like something that should be eaten. It definitely sounds like what's coming out.
Montezuma's revenge.
Honk, honk, bitches, I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again.
Oh my god, Ryan, this goose is giving me flashbacks to Ben's campaign. Do you remember when Chip was coming home? And
Chick-fil-A.
oh my god, he fucking honked the horn. He was playing while driving, and it was his turn, and he's like, okay.
He was parking his car, and he dropped the bag of Chick-fil-A he was trying to carry out, and it just like nailed the horn right at a dramatic moment. Scared the shit out of everybody.
He was like, oh shit, I just dropped my Chick-fil-A. I have that on my YouTube under funny clips. Honk honk, the hobgoblin's here.
Well, Ben died. I'm the only one that has taken damage, but Ben has died.
Ben took damage.
Oh, Ben took a little damage.
Rachel, we're going to have you go, and then we'll go the young Remoras, and then we'll go Ben. Unless you're still BRBing.
No, she said honk honk, bitches, I'm back.
But now she's being quiet.
Why is everyone muted?
What's happening?
I want this Remoras to fry this goose for Thanksgiving dinner.
My mic isn't working.
Uh-oh.
4.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, come on.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Huzzah! Now Ben says BRB.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello!
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Can someone? Okay. Which rumor has it is up?
So it's your turn now.
Big
Ben
one is
BRBing,
going.
we're going to go.
This one is the one that's like breaks the surface on occasion is the big one.
He's doing the
jumped on
dolphin
it.
thing, right?
Small
In and
one
out of order.
hasn't broken yet.
Yeah, it's doing the thrashing Gyarados thing.
Okay. When it comes up, I will do this, but I want to Untitled Goose character would like to dive and then hit it, like slash it on its back, and then rise by using a bonus action.
I love
Like a
it.
flyby attack.
Roll
Yeah,
that
fly
attack
by
roll
attack.
with advantage.
Okay.
It's going to
okay.
have partial cover as it's frolicking beneath the surface, but only just.
Okay, come on, bitch, come on. Okay, I got a 13, so that's... Okay, so that's an 18 for the first one, and a 15, so I think the 18?
18 is going to hit.
Yes.
Yeah. Finally! It's gonna look
It's your
cool as
turn
hell.
to take some damage.
And
And
12
you're doing this
points.
two-handed for 12 points of slashing.
Yes, I imagine, because I'm holding in my beak.
Both of your beak hands.
Yes.
Between your
As you-
webbed feet.
Slice through, filleting a good portion of the Remoras as it's swirling about and just death rolling around this illusion.
How much does that goose get cooked?
Oh, thank you. That's going to be
Lucas!
Chaos reigns. Goose
14
man.
points of fire damage.
13.
This
14
goose is
points of fire
cooked.
damage.
Okay, and as it's doing that, you hear this. Fuck, hold on. There's an Allstate commercial going on.
You know, you put that. That's funny.
Did that goose just say fuck?
Hold on, now it's Cox. Hold on. You don't hear that. What? Okay, wait, hold on.
I hear it. I hear it.
Sponsorship is this?
You know, when you posted the Untitled Goose Game character, I was looking on Reddit on my meme page, and I saw an ostrich get its head stuck in a pipe and literally pull its own head off.
What?
What?
Yeah, it like there was like this electrical conduit on like the side of a wall, and it got its head between the building and the conduit and couldn't get its head back out, and it literally pulled its own head off. And I was like,
Really
oh,
awesome.
I could see Rachel's character doing that.
Hey, my character flies fuck.
She's
Literally.
not an untitled ostrich character.
I'm an
I know.
untitled
I thought it was funny that it
character.
popped up on my Reddit. I was like, oh my god.
Interested in birds near you?
I got Nature is Metal as one of my favorited subreddits.
Anything else you would like to do, Untitled Goose?
I would like to continue to honk menacingly.
All right. As the young Remoras is going to move 10 feet, breaking the surface of the ice, and continuing forward 15 feet, it starts to scramble up the side of the stone snowy bank.
Oh, this is not
Climbs
good.
up 20 feet and circles around the backside of Bunny Harrelson.
That was a lot of movement. It's a lot of movement.
But he dashed to get
all those
there.
legs.
Okay,
Oh, he dashed.
Okay.
Harwood Thimbleby. Ben, are you back?
You got suicide or honk.
Damn. The geese don't do well in the northern territories.
No.
Ben's not back.
Okay, Quizzard, the wizard lizard.
All right. All these people are running so far away from me, I can't do anything. Let's see. I wonder if there's a way. Hold on. Let's see. I might be able to do this. All right. I'm gonna do something crazy and daring.
Don't you even think about it.
I'll let the Chaos Goose know. Honk, honk, motherfucker. I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt through the two Remorazes.
right. It's a deck save for both of them.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I missed something. What's happening?
Everyone's dying.
13 and a 14.
Both fail. So that's 8d6 lightning damage to both of those creatures, hopefully avoiding the goose.
Don't cook my goose. Dude.
Yeah, aren't you gonna hit all of us?
No, I aimed it to the edges of their tokens, so the bunny should be
okay.
fine. The goose, questionable.
You cannot kill this goose.
Well,
This goose is
The goose
chaos
is
and
a
pain.
heretic, so it's okay.
I'll make sure you have your shoes.
I will fight you when we're all done.
Bring it on. Honk,
You know how
motherfucker.
hard it is to do
Oh,
math, and you guys make me
motherfucker.
laugh?
So you're gonna have to hit one of them to hit the young Remoras.
Sorry, goose.
What the fuck?
The goose doesn't have evasion yet.
Goose tried to
I
steal my
don't!
non-existent shoes. You wanted chaos? Here's chaos.
I did not fuck
You could kill the goose.
You legit could kill
You'll be
the
all
goose.
right. You'll be all right.
I won't. God damn. I've been rolling
You're
like
just gonna
shit,
do,
dude.
like, exactly
20, 27
damage.
points of lightning damage.
What the fuck? You bitch.
You have to make a dex save still. You could still half that.
God damn it. 16.
That meets it. You can take half damage.
Oh, thank God.
13 points.
Yep.
As the lightning blasts through the larger Remoras, it stops violently thrashing about the ice as it stills in its movement, and the ice around it begins to rapidly solidify, the impossible inferno burning inside.
So
As it
does
quickly
its
cools.
image of the other Remoras, now that it's dead.
It never exists.
And I'll use my last 5 feet of movement to move up on this snowbank.
Quizzard moves.
And he
Ben?
moves, and he just wipes his hands off. Like, ain't no thing.
Bunny Harrelson.
Bunny is gonna look away from this creature down this way and teleport 30 feet. I love this archetype.
You should... Oh, you probably can't afford to attack and then do it, right?
No, going to move away and then pull out a longbow and fire 2 shots at this thing.
Fire
Takes
away.
Bane.
21
21 hits.
for 8, and then I have or does the bracers of archery, is that damage
That's
on
just
there?
+2 to hit, I think.
No, it's +2 to damage. It's applied already. All right, cool. Second shot. 10 probably misses.
10 misses.
That I'm going to keep moving. Yeah, I'm gonna move all the way over there. Is that enough movement? I should probably keep moving. Let's see. How much have I moved? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Fuck it. 30, 35, 40.
Get behind the hippo.
That's the end of my turn.
Hippo
Ben?
ain't doing shit.
Untitled Goose.
Can he heal me or something?
He's
Oh.
frozen with fear
Damn it.
after seeing the lightning bolt pierce not only the Remoras, but his favorite goose.
Realizing that diplomacy could not be used in this situation, no matter what, has just rendered him completely useless.
Okay,
Can't
so this
decide whether to fight the Remoras or talk down Quizzard.
rumor has it right here
A
is
young
above
rumor has
water,
it.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. It's up on that snowbank.
Huh. I would like to lie down here and I think that's a sword. And because my feathers are white, I would like to take the bonus action to hide. So I'll like kind of,
Dive
hide my
into the
little
snow.
Yeah, hide into the snow so that way they can't see me, and I'd like to take that bonus action to hide. So I got
Sure.
I got a 15, and I would like to hold my action until the young rumor has it gets into the range of these people, so that way I will have, that stealth attack. Wait,
You
hold
spill
on.
your breath, dive into the snow, and wait.
Yes.
Unless you're holding on for something else.
No, I'm good.
Okay. As the young Remoras leaps forward,
Oh, god damn it.
zigzagging back and forth and back and forth. Right over the snowbank where you find yourself, triggering an attack of opportunity, if that is what you were going for.
Fuck yeah. I would like to do that.
Fire
With my longbow,
away.
right?
It's right next to
You had a sword right in your
I
beak
did.
ready to go. So
I
I
did.
assume with the sword.
I did.
That
and I
bitch.
rolled
21's gonna
21.
hit.
Okay, with my longbow, can I just hit it?
Damage should be the same. For 21 points of damage.
Yeah, but oh right, that's right, my sneak attack. Yes.
As it spins back around and lashes out at you with its jaws.
No,
It's gonna eat the duck.
it's not a fucking duck. It's a goose.
Roll a 12, hit the goose.
Roll a what?
12?
12.
Oh my god, I can live. No, armor class is 14. Chaos shall rule.
You do take 10 points of fire damage from striking it.
Fuck.
How many turns have I
But-
missed?
You dodged
3.
its bite attack, so it is unable to swallow you whole. With that, Harwood Thimbleby. The large Remoras has been taken down by Quizzard's bolt of lightning that also struck this untitled goose in order to complete its way through the line to the second younger Remoras. Bunny Harrelson just teleported away from the reaches of the younger Remoras as this untitled goose dove into the snowbank, hiding itself. As the Remoras gave chase after Bunny Harrelson, the untitled goose sprang from its sneak attack position, striking out against the young Remoras, burning itself in the process, but also evading its vicious bite. What would you like to do?
Well, I think the first thing that Harwood Thimblebee's going to do is move about 10 feet closer. And can he see Untitled Goose character?
Yes.
All right. Then Untitled Goose character, prepare for the most momentous moment of your life.
Guiding bolt.
It's that moment.
Send that character back to the abyss.
Oh, you're taking
take-
damage to heal the goose?
I take
Yes!
17 points of damage,
34.
and you recover 34 points of damage.
What the
Nice.
fuck I do?
Yep.
I mean, really? Agrimar does this like once a session.
Yeah, but never to like Kevin Zara.
Zara's never near me.
It's always
I was
through a
never
ball.
hit.
Oh, that's going to keep changing, man.
And then I will cause my
Spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon to attack.
Spiritual watermelon swing.
The hippo has thwarted my plan once again.
The watermelon strikes true. 6 force damage.
And that's all I can do this turn.
All right. Young Remoras just moved. Quizzard, the wizard.
All right.
He's a lizard wizard.
I'm a lizard wizard who deals with time, who's not been able to use any of his time magic. You know
I was
what?
gonna say, could have fooled me.
You know what? I'm gonna have fun with this because
I'll get you next time.
we're almost done here. So, Quizzard is gonna move up 5 feet to get in range of Untitled Goose character, and I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Untitled Goose.
I'm sorry, what?
Now you're gonna be a large size.
You're
Untitled.
now a large Untitled Goose character.
Yes! Yes!
Your melee
Okay,
attacks do an
that's
additional
alright.
D4. Your size is doubled in all dimensions, and your weight is multiplied by 8. You're one category size larger, so you become large. Yeah, and you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, and you get to do an additional 1d4 damage.
Oh my god! Wait, everyone, don't do anything. Don't do anything. I have like a giant ass honk ready. Hold on. I need
Is this an
everyone
air
to
horn?
stop. No. Shit. Okay, wait. I forgot. I could loop.
It's like a foghorn.
So I cast that spell, and then I run away behind and duck inside between these two ice boulders.
Bunny Harrelson.
All right, Bunny Harrelson is still pretty beat up, and so is going to maintain distance from this thing and continue to harrow it with arrows from Heretic's End.
All right.
16!
Hits.
11 points of damage.
11.
16!
Hits again.
For 7
Do
points
not
of damage.
Take this away from me. Don't take this away from
You
me.
watch as your arrows
Character.
sink into it again and again, and as they sink into its form, they release this jettison of this insane temperature that just begins to melt the wood of the arrow. This impossible arcane innards, whatever is going on inside of this creature. It is very hot inside.
And then bonus action, teleport 30 feet over here.
Reminds me of Corneo, doesn't it?
It does. It makes me miss Corneo, but bamping around the fucking battlefield. And then he's gonna run over here onto some more solid ground. And that's the end of Bunny Harrelson's turn.
Harwood Thimbleby.
Well, Harwood is going to attack with his spiritual weapon first.
Swing away.
Come on, watermelon. Your,
That's a
oh my
smash.
god, your watermelon is hit every time.
They all got hammers on their heads.
It's like a Gallagher show over here.
11 force damage smashes it in the back of the Remoras.
And how close is it now?
It's looking rough.
Give it to the goose. Give it to
All
the
right.
goose.
Please give it to the goose.
Then I'm going to toll the dead.
Oh!
He
Oh,
succeeds
you
on
rolled a
his
natural
save
20?
with a natural
Oh my
20.
god. No damage.
All right.
To the
No
goose.
damage.
As this resounding chime fills the air, this strange immediate sense of what just happened before as it quickly adapts to this tone. And you can see its outer carapace shifts ever so slightly and realigns itself structurally, tightening its coils, constricting its armor, re-solidifying its defenses as it rears back, ready to pounce. Taking half damage or no damage?
No damage.
Taking no damage.
It's like the 1990 Tim Burton's Batmobile. It's like...
Anything else you would like to do, Harwood?
No, I think he's okay.
Untitled Goose.
Okay, I would like, with a mighty honk, would like to, hopefully, good God, can I roll with advantage on this or no?
It's got 2 hit points left with an AC of 14.
Hey, Untitled Goose, let me install some chaos. I'll give you my inspiration.
Oh, wait.
You can roll with advantage.
Yes, come on, bitch.
And you
come
have
on.
a plus D4. Don't forget that.
Okay, I got a 12. That's 17. Come on.
That's
come
already
on.
a hit.
Let's go for a crit.
18. I'll take it.
Roll damage.
Hell yeah.
I can't believe the Untitled Goose gets the kill.
Plus a D4.
How does the Untitled Goose want to do this?
Yes.
So it flaps its wings, it disorients this. Rumor has it, it's confused, and with the oh fuck, God, my headphones came out. But with a swing of its neck, it just cleaves it in half, and as it does that, it just lets out this tremendous and that's the last thing it hears.
Imagine it's like this like anime cut of like the honk all the way through as it cuts it like head to tail and literally like splits it in half.
No, I changed my mind. What it sees is this goose. It's standing there with exactly how it was, with its knife, with the knife in its beak. All of a sudden it goes 20 feet. The rumor has it is like, the fuck. It looks behind it. The goose is standing exactly in the same posture, just now looking in a different direction. It thinks that it's one, but all of a sudden, oh God, why is the world going
It goes to
sideways?
negative, and you see the white slash through the Remoras,
Yes.
and the goose turns around, not looking at the kill.
And it. No, even better. Hold on. Everyone stop talking.
How many memes can we pile on this?
Goddamn. Okay. It just lets out a single. God damn it.
The goose lets out a single goddamn it.
She speaks common.
I'm gonna strangle that goose.
It just lets out a single honk. And, a Disney Plus commercial. But that's how the goose does it. That's how the Untitled Goose does it.
Look, I have officially split time. The kill happened 4 different ways. Did you all see the magic that I have done?
I'm so sorry.
Well, I thought the goose was the master of time and space.
No,
I am
it's a
chaos.
creature of time and space. I am the master of time.
A goose character would like to waddle up to this lizard, look down upon it, and just skip the Disney fucking Plus commercial and just honk.
Honk.
Right as I see the neck kind of straighten up to honk, I drop in large, so it's just small.
I still would like to honk.
It's just not as big a honk.
Goddamn.
And now we all fight to the death, right?
Absolutely. Now's your chance. As the party
Sure,
emerges
stay right where you're
victorious,
at. I'm going to take a 5-foot step and lightning bolt the shit out of everyone.
Successful in their venture against the nest of Remoras, stopping them and avenging the fallen guildsmen.
Oh, fuck. We were avenging someone?
Yeah, you missed it. It was the ghosts. The ghosts that we faced at the beginning died to the Remoras, and we killed the Remoras.
okay.
They killed the people.
Okay.
And upon your return to the guild hall, their stone giants are already audibly arguing over which of the next bounties you guys should face next. With your successful track record, perhaps something far, far more advanced is in order, or perhaps something more diversified, like politics, perhaps. There are a few townships that could use some stern leadership. Harwood's the only one who's able to understand these arguments thanks to his helm of comprehension. He's able to understand the giants in their own arguments, though the rest of the party hears those same grumbling tones emerging from the hall.
Harwood, as a known diplomat, keeps it to himself.
Ryan, I know I privately messaged you this, but as we're walking back, I know that there are a couple of rocks. I would like to attempt to put it into Quizzard's bag so that it becomes heavier.
Roll me a stealth check.
If I do a flip, can I do it with advantage?
Sure. Quizzard, roll me a perception check.
Wait, can I do it sleight of hand?
Sure.
Yes!
Why not?
Oh, fuck!
But she has no hands.
She has no
Quizzard,
hands.
if you want to do a backflip, you can make this roll with advantage.
All right.
Yes.
Well, that was a 17 to start. Let's see if I get higher. We'll take 17.
Come on.
As
Oh,
you're
God damn it.
simultaneously flipping in the air, one after the other, you both realize the goose is weighing down your bag with rocks. Like, as you immediately feel as the first mouthful is offloaded into your sack, it's like a 10-pound stone that's just been dumped in your backpack.
I lean to one side and I look to the goose. You know, I love your tactics, and perhaps we can work better in the future. If you want to cause more chaos, I can temporarily shift you through time to make it even better.
Hold on. God damn.
I'll take that single honk as a yes.
Goose flaps its wings. Untitled Goose character flaps its wings.
I'm terribly sorry about the lightning bolt, but I think we'll be all right next time.
Goddamn.
I take the rock out of my pouch. I hand it
with that honk.
I take the rock out of my pouch. I hand it back to the goose and I say, "Put this in Bunny's shoe. He'll step on it and it'll hurt his foot."
The Untitled Goose character will start waddling, waddling away, but is now kind of looking at Bun over there.
As Bunny prepares himself for his evening run, there's a suspicious silhouette lingering nearby.
I'll fight that goose.
Try it, bitch. Oh, wait, hold on.
Give me a short rest. I'll roll some hit dice and we'll fucking fight this thing out.
As the kobold nearby emerges from the shadows, taking the opportunity that this distraction provides.
Available now. For
Shit.
The kobold's in the back. Available now on pay-per-view. Goose vs. the bunny.
I'll fucking swipe the goose's credit card. It's like spending a bunch of money with it.
You want to see chaos? Let's see your credit card statement.
See your credit score after this, bitch.
Quizzard's got like an ice yacht at the end of the day with Goose's credit card.
Okay, I had to turn off the autoplay.
Oh my god, Ryan.
Well,
This
that
was so much fun.
Ryan. That was fun.
I love your guys'.
Well, Harwood Thimbleby will be back the next time we have an adventure.
Oh,
Most
man.
excellent.
Next time on Here There Be Monsters.
I liked it. I liked the chaos. I also liked I played a fucking goose.
The goose play through YouTube was fantastic.
I just love it. It's like we had a certain guy like dynamic like before you showed up, and then you showed up, and we were just like, "What is happening?" And our dynamic all changed. We were all just like, "Okay, now we're gonna fucking fight each other."
I mean, that's what the goose is here for. To cause chaos.
Greater good.
It was so
Greater
annoying that it was
good.
just like, I'm gonna kill this hippo.
This goddamn
I was legitimately, if Harwood didn't heal Untitled Goose, I was going to lightning bolt again and try to kill the both of them.
You
Why?
son of a bitch.
Because that fucking goose, man. You played your character too well.
Because it's a one shot.
Yeah, the goose was annoying.
I
have
loved
to
the
admit,
goose.
yeah.
I'm glad you brought it out.
Yeah. I tend to play characters 100% to the
To chaos?
yeah.
Oh. Well, guys, that was excellent. But I have to go now. I have to go sleep.
Well,
Hi,
have a
Dad.
good night, sir.
Have a nice
Not everybody.
night.
Good night, everybody.
Quick question. I have to leave in just a couple of minutes because I have to do a group project. What are we playing next week?
Western?
Yeah,
I
because Amanda's gonna be here, right?
She should be, yeah. She better be.
because the thing is I'll be gone October 23rd, 22nd. So that means that we won't be playing Misthaven for like a month.
You mean you're gonna be gone on the 24th?
Yes.
I mean, I don't mind if we play Misthaven next week. Ryan, do you want to play Misthaven?
Sure. We can finish off the Valen arc.
Yeah,
Sure.
can we swear to God, can we get out of the damn pyramid
know.
building?
It would be nice to be back in town.
Ready for
Right,
the
not
next
in the middle of
crisis.
combat.
Minus one character, let's do it.
Someone's gonna die.
Maybe it'll be Valen.
I mean, hopefully it's Valen.
We'll find out.
Next time.
I can guarantee this. It'll either be Valen or all of the party.
All right.
wait,
well,
it's
our
that?
options are sealed. We gotta kill the bitch.
Wait, it's that dire? Oh god, was it the pots?
Guess we'll find out.
Oh, should we not have destroyed the pots?
No, I think it has to do with, like, if someone makes a deal, everyone else is gonna die.
Well, we'll find out because I'm gonna have to watch that VOD because I don't even remember what's happening in that fight right now.
It's been forever
I know I've got a
ago.
war pick ready to open up a sarcophagus.
Grave robbing.
Peace was never an option.